That is the wrong. Oh, that's a spoiler. That's not coming up anytime soon. Hello. Welcome on into another episodes of Dead Echoes. Let's get started with our recap mothership.
Uh, in the attempt to aid the town of Evenfall with its shadowy tendril creature problem, the party has been traveling to request the aid of a local wizard. Shortly after traversing the secret entrance to the wizard's territory, the party finds an ogre next to four bodies, all of whom have the shadowy tendrils. Enraged, the ogre attacks the party but is swiftly defeated, but not without some injury. After continuing toward the tower, the party finds a cart being loaded with the items from the tower by a man with the same shadowy tendrils. Briefly, he mistakes them for reinforcements, but after the party asks one too many questions, he attacks them alongside his similarly shadowy mastiff. After a fierce fight, exacerbating their injuries from before, both Dranell and Valor briefly fall before being awoken for the journey into the tower. Entering the tower, the party finds the first floor has teleporter pads and an open secret room with a ladder reaching upwards. Using the teleportation pads, the group goes to the top floor, finding themselves thrust into the middle of a battle between the wizard and her dragon and numerous shadowy thugs, the Dread Forge militia, and some assassins. After the battle, Valor explains why we are there, and the wizard agrees to teleport them to the vicinity of the Song of Fools, whose aid the party aims to obtain to better protect the town. After being warned of the wizard's unfamiliarity with the area, the teleporter appears to drop the party in the midst of the dried sea. Now the party moves toward cover to rest for the night from their prior injuries and hopefully get their bearings.
And that is right where we pick up as you guys scramble into a nearby shipwreck that seems luckily devoid of any of these skeletons. And you guys very quickly find a place within the ship to set up camp for the night and get yourselves a decent rest and recover from your injuries. Some of you have far worse injuries than others. Um, but I imagine it all happens like in such a quick flurry that you guys realize, oh, we're surrounded by enemies. Uh, that you guys then rush to go find yourselves this cover. You guys don't even really have a chance to look around, so you guys are at the moment in the dark, in the midst of the dried sea, settling down in a not to scale shipwreck. um, but if there is anything anybody wanted to say after landing in the wrong place, feel free. If not, we'll just head on over to the next day after the rest.
Does the ship have bunk beds? No, those
Sure.
cot things.
Well weathered, dusty. Some are like hung up and dry rotted. So not exactly usable.
Hmm.
Thought my parents loved me, and now I'm here. Beginning to question a lot of things.
But if there isn't anything anyone wants to say or do, you guys can pull out your packs and lay on the deck, or I imagine under, and hide from the mess wandering about. And we'll get straight to tomorrow, and those of you who haven't can heal yourselves. But
Right.
so that is what we'll do. You guys managed to get a not a good rest, an acceptable rest, good enough. Despite the occasional creaking of weather-worn wood and chittering of skeletal jaws in the distance, but you guys managed to awaken the next morning,
Right, you know what time it is.
just barely good enough sleep.
I wonder if skeletons get lockjaw.
That's fun.
What a great set of rolls.
That's fun,
Someone's about to have a really good day or a really bad one.
right? That's gonna be good.
That's so funny. I think skeletons can get lockjaw.
I mean, does it come from the muscles or from the skeletal structure?
I would imagine they could get their jaw stuck.
I'm picturing it. Would you like to go get stick some jaws? No. So as you guys sort of come to the next morning and you make your rolls, which I'm not entirely sure. Is that like a thing you do, or does that just happen? Like, is it part of prepping your spells? Like, you open your book and you do your portents, or does it just automatically happen?
I imagine it's part of the prep. I
Fair enough.
imagine after every rest, every morning, whenever she's getting herself ready, she's got her little rituals that she does.
You're rolling the bones.
Imagine she's putting on her makeup every morning.
She's getting herself in order, looking tidy. She's out of her element, but she's got appearances to keep up.
Run a comb through your hair, that kind of thing. I got you. Oh, you guys aren't sure exactly where you are. Somewhere in the Dried Sea. Does anybody want to, all of you, can give me a history check about the Dried Sea specifically? I think we've had something similar a long time ago at this point because of all the delays and things, but there was a history check. If you guys know anything related to the Dried Sea, now that you're here, maybe you'll remember more.
Seeing is activating our brain. I don't know.
Could be Atos. So, the one thing that you recall about the Dried Sea is it's not small. So figuring out exactly where you are within the Dried Sea will be very helpful. But with a 17, there is one thing you do know for certain. As the Dried Sea was drying, a lot of the ships rapidly made their way towards the edges of the sea to try and get to land before there was all land. So, being that you're in a ship graveyard, you're fairly certain you're on one of the edges. The problem is there's like 4 of those. So,
Hey, didn't the wizard give us like a something that points the way thing?
I think so. She gave us something.
I remember I had a necklace that pointed the way to their place, but anything past that, I don't remember.
No, the thing to the tower. No, the wizard gave us something after we got there.
Oh.
Wait,
Well,
maybe.
maybe
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say maybe we should just as a brief prior to trying to figure out where we're going, just see if we can figure out if there's water nearby or anything.
Survival check, would that be?
I mean, perception probably. To look about and see if you guys see any water nearby, and then from there you can sort of track down some water.
can you smell it?
I will say, sort of as a reminder, because I know it's been a while since we played, you guys were given a couple things, some crystals, which were given to Valor, and there's sort of a compass that points towards the tower when activated. You guys were also given a bag that had a bunch of healing potions in it, and there was a brooch on the side of it that was a campfire with pale blue flames sort of clipped on the side of the bag with the potions. So that is what you were given from the wizard.
Yeah, I found it in the message with the crystal description, so I'm just looking at that real quick. I thought I put this on my character sheet. Well, I leveled up, but apparently I'm a filthy liar. Because I was like, I know we got a compass. I was looking through my sheet, and I'm like, where's the compass? Throw me the goods, feller.
I will say, while you're sort of like going through your bag and looking at this stuff, or whomever is doing that, I believe Athos and Draeneel are peering out of the side of the ship. You guys do see, however useful it is, and you guys do see, however useful this is, what looks like a relatively large pool of water around one of the wrecked ships.
Yeah. Well,
Now I wonder if it's salt water.
Or poison water.
Well, I mean, you might have to get closer to find out.
let's go take a look.
Alright.
It'll be good to have, because just, finding our way is one thing, but surviving here is another thing that we should also make sure we can do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I appreciate not dying as much as the next guy, so.
Hey, same.
Absolutely. You guys just want to hop out and head straight that way? It is important to note, you guys don't see skeletons actively wandering about like you did the night before.
Oh,
They're
that's
probably
nice.
somewhere, but you don't see any.
What's important is that they're not here.
They're taking a nap.
They're vampire skeletons, only up at night.
Oh. Can I, as a bone, while people are kind of, I imagine, getting themselves together to go check out the surroundings,
Sure.
I imagine Valor's just kind of sitting there with this this crystal compass. And can I use my bonus action to like activate it, to like get it hovering in my hands?
Yes, absolutely.
Bless.
Which, how does everybody react as these four small disconnected crystals start sort of floating and sort of spinning around and changing colors before they've settled on a color? How does everybody react?
Oh, I'm gonna raise my prodigious eyebrows, and like, oh, that's cool.
Magic is as magic does. I do not understand.
Yeah,
Good
so-
thing she gave it to you.
Yeah. As it's sort of spinning around, it halts in place, and you see in between the four larger crystals, there are four smaller crystals. The crystal directly to the bottom, so be pointing towards the south of the map that you're on now, the bottom
Yeah.
of the map, starts glowing, sort of indicating that direction. And it's, I believe it starts glowing yellow. I don't know if you have the info on that.
I do. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Okay. So it's pointing to the south?
Correct.
Okay, so that means we were teleported between 31 to 50 miles north.
which you wanted to go north, so right direction at least.
Okay. So
And
now we know which way we need to go.
We
And
should.
did we know how many miles away it was from the point of the tower?
so what you
Or-
guys knew, and there's going to be a little bit extra information in what I'm about to say, but only like a little. What you guys knew was that somewhere between the Dried Sea and the tower was the Song of Fools. Specifically, you
Okay.
guys knew that the Song of Fools, and this is something you guys just sort of generally knew, and it's not new information. The Song of Fools is stationed closer to the Dried Sea because they would be hired to escort people through the Dried Sea. So
Logical.
they're closer to you guys now than they would have been at the tower.
Right. Okay.
How much closer? Uncertain. So they could potentially be anywhere from 5 to 25 miles from you guys, in theory.
Not
Okay.
too
We
bad.
Yeah,
we
it's not too
should
bad.
go and see if we can collect some water and then start walking that direction.
Yeah. Now we know which way is north.
Yeah.
In case, for
Or
some
south,
reason we
or
couldn't
whatever.
figure it out. We couldn't have figured out which way the sun is.
Yeah.
The shadows, but listen, never doubt yourself. We're gonna go with science.
I
Known as
never doubt
magic.
my ability to miss the obvious. That's what I never doubt.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna trust the thing that's directly showing me which way is what.
Absolutely.
That's science, baby. We call that magic.
So, would you guys like to head towards the water that you can see?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And
I
just
concur.
just for the sake of my own sanity, because I didn't realize I messed the scaling up so bad, let's pretend the ships themselves are to scale, but outside the ship is, or not to scale, but outside the ship is to scale, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Woof woof. So the ship you're in is about 4 times the size it looks on the map, kind of thing. But yeah, you guys can hop on out. You guys can all see clearly on the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Looks good.
Fantastic. So, from here, conveniently, you guys get to head south. Although it's south and east? I'll never get that right. I swear, I've been trying for years.
East?
That away.
Oh, southwest.
So this away. And it looks from where you are, it looks like at some point the ground may have split, possibly during an earthquake or something, and sort of just revealed some groundwater. Whether that would have been before or after the ship got here, before or after the Great Sea, or sorry, the Dried Sea became a sea.
Mhm.
You guys have no idea, but there's water, so that's where you're headed. As you guys move forward, everybody give me a perception check. We'll say this perception check is happening about 30 feet closer. So
Valor, get it together. She does this to me all the time, I swear to God.
about 30 feet out there. Ooh. Okie dokie. Well, it looks like a ship, guys.
When the whole squad don't see a dang thing.
So you guys push on forward the rest of the way, and yeah, that looks like a section of groundwater that's sort of broken through to the surface. Why don't you guys give me another perception check, actually?
Sure.
Did you say stealth?
Perception. Nobody said stealth.
She's just trying to be preemptive for our ambush.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe. So,
Oh, that's better.
we got 21, 13, 18, 22. All right. I will give the 22 an option here. 21, almost there. It's just the higher of the two, right? You see what looks like a small cannon being pointed out of the side of this ship right here. And it's pointing at Valor.
Why would you do this to me?
You can use push Valor out of the way. Would you like to?
Was it moving? Is that what caught my attention?
That is precisely what caught your attention. It moves, and then you see a spark at the back.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm pushing her out of the way.
All right, so you're going to take this attack instead, and then we're going to roll initiative. Unfortunately for you, it misses completely, and there's this as a small cannonball just rushes between the two of you. Everybody, roll initiative. Go ahead.
At first, Valor's like, what the heck? And then sees this cannonball come whizzing by and is like, I get it. I'm sorry.
How
Whoops.
dare you touch... Oh, thank you very much.
I'm not who I was just a second ago. I understand now.
I accidentally clicked on Ton when rolling initiative, so Ton has a 9. You can click on yourself and re-roll if you like. My mistake. But with that cannon blast, a pair of skeletons leap from the top deck of the ship.
You're supposed to be sleeping.
Well, I am certainly happy that I have more than 4 hit points.
It's a good place to be.
Yeah, it's only down from here, though.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, technically, until we level up, it's a true statement.
I
Or
can't
Tully
find
Hill.
us. I can't find us on the map to click myself to.
over here.
Thank you.
Do this one just for the sake of these.
No, not Valor. Oh, there I am.
Yeah, you don't need to push her again.
Yeah.
For now,
No,
at
you're
least.
bullying me.
Oh, I messed that up.
Maxie, drink quieter.
Proceeds to drink louder.
God.
Skellies. Or sorry, the 2 sword skellies. There. Alrighty. So, at the top of the turn order, on the top of the deck, a skeletal bowman rises up and is going to fire at Ton. As you were the one who moved. But I don't think an 8 hits you. I think you're good.
No, I'm fine. I was just going to say I'm the tallest. That's why.
Could be. All right. Sword Skelly is going to step forward and swing at Draeneel.
And that's a hit.
4 piercing damage.
Hell yeah.
Just a little stabby stab. Alrighty. Another skeletal bowman pops out on top. And is going to take a shot at Athos. 23.
23 is a hit, but
That's an arrow.
just wanted to see because I'm a monk, so
Yes.
you know what? I'll use my reaction to reduce it by 1d10 plus my dex modifier plus my monk level. So I
Easy
reduce
peasy.
it by 8,
To 0.
and I can spend a focus point. Oh no, it has to be within 5 feet of me, which is not so.
No.
Uh,
It's like 15 feet and then like 20 feet
Yeah.
up.
but I'll take not getting hit. That works for me.
Yeah, no damage better than damage.
Oh yeah.
All right, then we're over to Draeneel. This Skelly is right in front of you. What you gonna do?
Like, right in front of me?
Yeah, the one that
And then I'm
stabbed you
a-
with the sword.
Yeah, you know, I should have figured as much, but I had to double check, you know.
Nah, that's totally fair.
Sometimes they got really long swords.
That's true. They could have tied it to the end of a stick. You never know. Unfortunately, those are both misses, which is your
Well,
action bonus action.
yep, about that. That probably is my turn. I'm searching. I'm searching. I'm not finding. Yeah, that's my turn.
Still startled by the large cannon going off, or small cannon going off, and a skeleton jumping out at you.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but this is what happens.
All right, over to Ton. There's a skeleton directly, well, two skeletons like right in front of you.
Well, I do believe it's time to sweep them under the rug.
Yeah.
So there's one right in front of me, you said?
There's two. There's the one right in front of Draeneel, and then there's one not in front of Draeneel, but in front of you. Right here. I didn't mean to move the whole map. Sorry about that. That'll hit. Roll your damage. 8 bludgeoning. That you knock its skull off, and it slams against the side of the ship and shatters. That one is dead.
Because I know they're breakable. They're bones.
Well swept.
There we go.
Mhm.
Do you want to
Next.
move it all?
Oh, no. They'll come to us.
Fair enough.
Or the arrows will.
Mm.
Alrighty. Next up, leaping from the top deck of the ship downward is a skeleton with a great axe. At the back of this great axe is attached a small cannon. And this fella is attacking Ton. Sorry, no more advantage. So just the 8, which is a miss. And second attack, another 8. Well, that's unfortunate. Those are his 2 attacks.
8 is my lucky number.
It seems to be. Valor.
Oh boy. I don't like that this guy's got a great axe with a cannon on it.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna firebolt Mr. Cannon Axe. I think I only have one of these right now.
Can you ask him a question? That's a hit.
For fire.
It's a little spark.
Just a little baby tap.
Damage is damage.
Gonna back away from that.
Fair enough. Athos. Oh, sorry.
No, I was like, I think that's it. Yeah.
Then over to Athos.
All right. I'm going to run up the side of that boat and punch some guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shift. So I get it's a bonus action to shift, and I will get 5 temp HP. And then I will run up the walls.
Yeah. It is 20 foot high, as a heads up.
1, 2, 3.
So I think that's
Oh,
30
yeah.
feet of your movement. Which you're good,
Yeah.
just, so you're aware.
I'll pop behind him like this, and
Absolutely.
I'll punch the guy to the left first.
Heck yeah.
Well, actually, that's all I'll do because I'm level 4, not level 5. So I'll punch him the once.
Give him a good old punch. That'll hit.
And let's deal 8 bludgeoning to this guy, and
And
use strike the fire giants. To do. Do I have one to throw them? Yes, I do. Stone strike. So he'll take an additional d6 force damage, and he has to succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from me.
So I think with
Straight
that
line.
damage, you just end up knocking him clean off, and he falls off the deck of the ship and shatters into like dozens of pieces.
Works for me.
Another one down.
And that'll be my turn.
Fantastic. At the top of the turn order, hey Valor.
Hey.
What is your passive perception? Is that 11? Sorry, I'm blind.
1 moment. Passive, yeah, it's 11.
Oh, fantastic. You see nothing.
Why would she see anything?
But give me just a brief moment. Alright, who's that? You see nothing, but an arrow sticks you in the back. 22.
I can't shield that. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's technically at advantage because you are unawares of this individual behind you. That's fine. So 22's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
8 piercing damage. That's maximum
Ow.
damage.
That's
Well,
a lot on my health.
You know he's there now. So, small miracles.
Ow, it's almost half of my hit points.
So rude.
Being a wizard is rough. They need to drink some protein powder.
All right, this fella is going to turn and draw his sword and stab at thee, Athos. That's probably a miss.
That is a miss. But I appreciate the effort.
Fair enough. All right. I imagine you guys heard Valor go, "Ow!" when she got shot. That definitely sounds right. So you guys probably are also aware as the clattering of bones approaches from behind you. I should say sprints forward. That's as far as it gets. Next up is this one on Draeniel's. Gonna poke you again. 16.
That's wait, no, I have both my swords out this time. It barely misses.
All right. So Draeniel.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna short sword this guy.
Oh, of course, I took off my glasses. Right moment. That is
14, 12.
hit and a miss.
Alrighty. 4 piercing. Right into his skeleton self.
Let's imagine when people do piercing damage to skeletons, they stab into the ribcage and go stirred about. That is 4 damage. Nice. I believe that's probably it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So over to Ton.
Well, looks like we're taking them down. The nearest one to me is...
The nearest one to you is, the guy with the great axe who just jumped off the deck of the ship and tried to hit you but missed.
Okay. Oh, hopefully he'll enjoy the broom.
Give him a good old schmack. That'll hit. Excuse me. 7. Okay. That, looked to be decent damage.
Yep.
All right. After you is Valor.
Ow. I Gonna make good. Oh, I accidentally zoomed out of everything. I'm gonna make good use of mirror image. That's a lot of text.
Oh lordy, I did predict the future. It's been about 20
Uh-huh.
minutes.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I have duplicates. I forget how many. I think I have 3 duplicates around me.
No.
I've never learned how this one works. I've never gotten to use it.
I think it's
That's
like
what
when
it does.
when an attack would hit you, roll a d20. If you get high enough, it
Okay.
doesn't. That kind of thing.
The numbers I'm reading are dependent on how many duplicates I have. That's right.
Yes.
Oh, that's up for a minute.
You want to move it all?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Move over here.
Ah, fair enough.
Really right there. I think that's good. I'm good.
Fantastic. All right. The captain is up next, and he's going to make his 2 great axe attacks against Ton again. A 1, that's a 17. Does that hit you, Ton?
That's a good question. A 17?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that is 10 slashing damage for you.
I think I'm handling it.
And he's going to reel back and swing it again, missing horribly. So swing and a miss. And next up is Athos.
Well,
Athos,
there's
from your position, you can see 4 more skeletons coming from the north.
all right. Well, they always told me, why punch far away when punch can right in front of me. So,
Yeah, good advice.
I'm gonna do that.
I was there when he said that.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Gonna punch this guy
That'll hit.
for 6 bludgeoning.
Oof. Well,
then-
he doesn't have lockjaw. He has no jaw, but he's still standing.
Bonus action to make a martial arts attack.
Ooh,
Not
unfortunately,
today,
no.
sailor. Not today.
You swing, and instead of colliding with the skeleton, you punch the jaw that was flying through the air and shatter it.
I'm just styling on him. But that's me. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Fair enough. Now for the skeletons that were not seen by the others, but seen by Athos as they're coming out of the ship. Okay. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. That guy. So next up is this guy. He's just running forward. This other guy. Now, the closest person is Ton, so he's going to make a shot at Ton. 19 to hit.
Owie.
8 piercing damage.
And what did he hit me with?
That was a that was an arrow hitting you from behind.
Ah. He hit me in the behind?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Right in the tuchus.
Next up is...
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not my turn, but
If it's like a sentence or a word, sure, go ahead.
okay. I'm just gonna say, if they keep coming out of the ship, can we just burn that ship?
There's a thought. All right.
Just throwing out the idea.
Another shot. This one going for Draeniel.
And that's a hit.
That is 8 piercing. Again, that's 3 of their attacks have done max damage today, guys.
Hell yeah, son.
All right, this guy next to Athos is gonna stab. 23 is a hit. 5 piercing.
It is, but I'm going to react on the piercing
Hmm.
to see if I can So 2 plus my dex score.
Oh, that was a short sword because he's the one right in front of you. If that matters.
It does not. Actually, it's even better if it's the one right in front of me. Because 1d10 plus dex mod plus monk level. Yep. So I block it handily.
Deflect.
And
the blow.
now I'm going to deflect the blow. And
Yes.
so I will spend a focus.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I could have done it because it's within 60 feet.
Mm.
Because of the original's range. That's okay, because now it has to make a dexterity saving throw. And my DC,
Oh,
well, that's more than enough.
that's a good roll.
Fair enough. We both tried, we both failed.
Yeah. There was he successfully hit you. You successfully deflected. You tried to hit him. He successfully dodged.
Yeah.
Ups and downs for everyone. Alrighty.
Sounds like a cool action sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Next up is this guy who's right behind Draeniel. He's going to get the +2 for flanking. 8 is a miss.
Hmm.
The other guy on the other side of Draeniel. That's a crit, unfortunately.
I'm gonna
These
make it
things happen.
a 1, if I may.
There goes my crit. Okay, fair enough. Okay.
I appreciate you very much right now.
So that is in fact a miss. Next up, Draeniel. You
Make
just
sure I
had
get
your
my-
whole life flash before your eyes, and then he missed.
You had a vision of what could have been.
The future was bleak, but it's currently optimistic. Well, which skeleton looks more messed up? The one in front of me or behind me?
The one behind you, despite being a weathered old skeleton, doesn't have any, sword slashes in it.
Well, the one that's in front of me then can take a hiya.
Miss and hit.
And that's 5 piercing.
5
And yep, that's my turn.
Cool. After you is Tawn. You still got the captain in front of you, Tawn. What would you like to do?
I don't know. Guess.
Hit. From the looks of it. Yeah, do damage. Oh, that's good damage.
For a captain, he doesn't have very high AC.
Well,
He's
it's all
all
relative. I mean, he's got nice armor, but it's just nice leather armor.
Right.
Is that it for you?
As far as I know.
Okie dokie. Valor.
Try to see where all these skelly boys are at.
There's the 2 at the ship up top. There's the 2 coming towards you guys, and then there's the captain over here. There's the one little guy right here that Draeniel's beating on.
Okay.
And there's the one on top with Athos.
There was talks of burning a ship. Did we
Yes.
indicate which ship we wanted to burn?
Probably not the one covered in water.
That's what I thought. But I was like, hey, maybe I missed something. I'm going to launch. Let me double check because I want a firebolt. Because I know it sets things on fire, but I want to read. Flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried is the wording. So I'm going to throw it and we'll see if the boat sets on fire.
Sure.
And I'm aiming
yeah.
specifically. Like right under where these guys are.
That's the range to hit the ship.
Yeah,
There's a
firebolt
little-
goes out 120 feet.
So little fire started on the ship. So little fire.
Did it? Well, I guess we'll keep an eye on that. And that's all I can do.
The flame begins. All right. The captain sort of reels back his head and lets forth like a chittering cry of the like teeth clattering together, and that's all he does. Don't
think
know
he
what that's
got
gonna
ma-
do.
I think he got mad because we hit his ship.
Potentially, Athos.
Well, I just got to go with my heart and punch this guy some more.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So
Nice.
that's 5 bludgeoning.
Yeah, he was looking pretty rough, and that finished him off.
All right. Then I will slide over this way and punch on this guy.
So he's about 20 feet down, which I'm sure
I
you
will
can
happily,
move.
yeah, between my fast movement and my slow fall, I will happily leap down and punch him on top of his noggin.
And just picture like you're slowly falling through the air, punching multiple times before you land.
Yeah, yeah, one of them's gonna hit.
Gotta warm up.
Surely.
That one will.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 7 bludgeoning.
Nice. So would you
Welcome
like
to
to
the
say
party,
that you're
pal.
here, or you're like sort of under the edge of the ship like that?
I can come out to here. That's no problem.
Fair enough. Well, that was damage.
And that is my turn.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy. Looks quite injured, or at least as injured as a skeleton can appear. Bits of bone cracking and breaking off. Ah! Alright. Ton. This guy charges up with the short sword and goes, and misses entirely.
I must be intimidating.
Alrighty. You are shooting firebolts at them, so they're going to retaliate with 10 is a miss, I believe, against Valor.
Yeah, especially with the mirror image. But yeah, 10 wouldn't. Never mind. 10 wouldn't hit anyway because
Yeah.
You're right. That's the thing I forgot about.
Alrighty. Okay, so it's Valor again. Your passive perception. You notice nothing.
I don't see nothing.
Of course, they're in the wrong order. Could have done that easier. There we go. Alrighty. It's great that it shows on the map when you mouse over the turn tracker whose turn it is. It like does the little yellow block around them.
I love that.
That's super helpful.
Mhm.
I wish you could click on it and it would zip you over to them, but that could also get very annoying. Alright, another shot at Valor. 15.
A roll needs to be made because of mirror image.
Hit it.
Hold on, let me. That's the text.
I
Let's
believe
see.
it's just a D20.
6 or higher to change. Okay, so if you roll under a 6, it hits me. I don't know if you want me to roll
So
or...
I believe you roll, yeah. Because
Okay.
it's your mirror image. 7, so that hits one of your duplicates.
Yep. Duplicate down.
So see, 10 plus your dex. 17 is hit. Yep. One duplicate down. Next up is, I believe this was the one on Draenial. Gonna stab. Plus 2, 10. It's not gonna work. That's a miss. Now the one behind Draenial, also gonna be a miss.
Aha! I got lucky. All right. The guy in front of me, I'm going for him. I don't want
Hold
him
up.
to exist.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
We got hidden folk attacking.
A new challenger has entered.
Which is this guy who's gonna pop out and shoot at. That's you, Valor. Miss.
Yep. That's me.
And then the one next to him. Valor's just sitting there, none the wiser as arrows are flying by her.
I'm just like, huh?
Also miss.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Draeniel's go.
Alrighty. And I slap thee.
Miss and hit.
That's 8 more piercing.
That'll finish him off. Delightful.
Alright, that's my turn.
Yeah. Next up is some hidden guys that are sprinting.
I'll never know.
It's going to be startling in a minute. Zoop.
I mean, I guess skeletons would move pretty quietly in the sand.
Yeah.
Maxie.
Ton.
Maxie.
She heard bone.
She heard she wants some bones to chew. Still have one in front of me, huh?
Yeah. Captain's locked eyes with you.
Oh, romantic.
Axe at the ready. Going
Oh
out
God!
for
Can you imagine a
romantic dinner
skeleton?
and
The only
Lord, what's to eat?
muscle it has is its eyes.
Oh,
That's unsettling. Alrighty.
I must like him because I'm hitting him good.
Yeah, that was a hit. That is real heckin' good damage. He's looking rough, but still standing. Just ribs clearly crushed beneath the leather armor. Do you want to do anything else? Or is that you?
That looks like me to me.
Fantastic. All right, he's going to make his 2 attacks, which is a hit against Ton and then a miss. 9 slashing damage. At the end of his turn,
Ton is thinking about doing healing.
a
surge.
Oh, a healing surge. Well, maybe on your next turn, because it's not your turn right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because he just hit you, so it wasn't your turn. But
So
from
it's
the
9. Okay.
yeah, so 9 more. From the burning ship, the sound of cannon fire rings out. That may have been what he had been calling for, perhaps. Pawn, Atos, and Draeniel need to give me a dexterity save. Nice. Less nice. That's you, Mothership.
I'm sorry.
Dexterity save?
Oh, Dex. Sorry. I just didn't hear what. There we go.
All right. So, Atos, you fail, so you will be taking the full damage. The other 2 of you will be taking half damage. And that is as a full-sized cannon strikes into the ground right by Ton, and just the ground, like the dust, the rocks, everything just explodes around, showering Draeniel and Atos. Atos took a good solid hit. That is bludgeoning damage, if that matters.
Only if it's an attack,
Fair
not
enough.
saves. So
Fair enough. So that you kind of get the feeling that's what he had done on his last turn, was called for
Back up.
called for the cannons. But it's a good thing that ship's on fire, right?
Mhm.
Valor.
Okay. Can I see the guy who called for the cannon?
Yes.
Where's he at?
I'm making a mess of myself over here. He's right here.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I thought I would double check. I'm gonna firebolt him.
Get him.
Don't do that ever again. 20.
20 is a hit.
True fire. Yeah.
He's mildly singed.
That's a warning. That's my
Fair enough.
turn. Yeah.
All right. Next up is Athos.
Well, I can't let this go and not punch a guy, so
You punched me with a metal ball. I got to punch you back. Unfortunately, that's a
can.
miss.
Well, I will bonus action, and I'm going to spend Focus Point to make it a flurry of blows, so it's 2 attacks. Because I want to hurt this guy
That is a hit.
for 7
Uh,
bludgeoning.
That will shatter him.
Yes.
But I believe you can move. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll punch on this guy
Hit him. That'll hit.
for 6 bludgeoning.
I'll drop him.
Heck yeah. And I'll move over this way, and I'm all out of punches, but I'm not all out of mean mugging, so I'm going to give him the old sneer face.
Fantastic. As the captain falls, it almost feels as if the air stills, and if whatever had been calling these skeletons to arms fades. The ones that are still fighting you will continue to fight you, but it's likely no more will come. Sort of just this sensation that you get.
Yay.
Here's number 3. He's up here. He's very soon to be on fire. It's like tickling his feet at this point.
Hee.
He's going to take a shot at you again, Valor. Or 23.
He has
So
to roll an 8
yes.
or higher. So let me roll. 14.
All right, that's another
Does
down.
not hit me. I am down to 1 duplicate.
Guys, quick. Valor's dying repeatedly. That's weird.
That's crazy.
I mean, it is a brand new spell, so it is very weird.
Uh-huh. There's suddenly 4 of me, and one
Then
by
3.
one they're
Me too.
falling.
Another shot against Valor. 18.
You guys, make sure at least one of them survives.
Let me
We need
see.
somebody who knows this magic stuff. So that one's going to hit you.
That one does hit me this time.
5 piercing.
All right.
Now
Ow.
you've got a matching arrow on either side of your shoulder.
That's nice. We love matching in fashion.
All right. Next up is this Skelly who's going to swing at Draeniel. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 4 piercing. Little poke.
Bloop, bloop.
All right. Next up is where's this guy up here? Starting at your next turn, Mango, that guy's going to start taking fire damage.
Yay!
This guy, well, still shooting at Mango, it seems. I mean, Valor. The arrow comes through the monitor.
Oh.
16.
Did Sadako fire that arrow?
He misses and
Alright.
hits a duplicate. I am out of duplicates.
It's like
But man, they take damage real good.
your mage
Oh
tanking.
yeah.
All right, that is damage that you wouldn't have, that you would have had to, well, you'd probably be dead, honestly.
It would have been like triple my hit points at this point.
Well, the final one that's shooting at you is shooting at you again and misses. Over to Draeniel. There's this guy behind you who keeps slashing at your back.
Well, I'm about to slash at his front with a wombo combo.
What's your roll? Sorry.
22 and 18.
Both hits.
Huzzah! Oh, I get you. That's 17 points of piercing damage.
That drops him.
Golf claps all around. And then the rest are on that boat that's on fire, correct?
What's your passive perception? 13. 13. I think that's enough to see movement out of the corner of your eye as you turn around to attack that guy. You look over and you see behind Valor there's two more going, like running at her, and she's got no idea.
Okay, well, I'm gonna step 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Put myself over this way, and you know what? I'm going. Can I action surge now? Yeah, or no? That does action surge cost anything other
It costs
than
an action surge.
other than itself? I was like, okay, cool. It doesn't. All right, I'm gonna use my action surge to fire. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. I have swords in my hand right now, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next turn, I'll get you.
You could action surge, healing surge. That'd be wild.
Ooh, I like that. You big brain there. Okay, action surge, healing surge. And how many do I roll for healing surge again?
The rules should be available to everyone in Roll20. Should be at the very top. You can just look at that. And while he figures out what to roll,
Half your hit dice.
yeah, it's actually that's not even a roll, right? Because you're using the greater healing surge.
Well, I have a healing surge and the greater healing surge.
Yeah, but the healing surge is a bonus action. The greater healing surge is the action.
Oh, okay.
Action surge gives you an action, so you'd have to
I got
use the
you.
greater.
That works for me.
Which is great because this guy's about to hit you. So it's maximized instead of rolled. So you're about to get what, like 20 something hit points back?
Yeah, it's 2d10, so that'd be 20. So I'm about 31. I feel like a spring chicken. Ugh.
Not too bad. Adding your Constitution modifier to the result for each dice, so don't forget to do that.
Ooh, that's an extra 4.
And then he's going to take it away. No, he missed.
I was a little worried, but I'm glad we got this far.
Nice. And well, this guy is still just a little too far away to attack, so he dashes for 5 feet. And now he's like, ready to hit Valor. Ton. What you doing?
I don't think I have anybody near me to hit anymore.
You do not. But with a brief look around, you can see others.
Right. I think I need to do some healing and then, stroll to the others.
All right. Are you gonna healing surge or greater healing surge?
God. I mean, we haven't even been up half an hour.
Yeah. So what happens when you don't get coffee in the morning?
Yeah, really. Probably a greater.
Yeah, so that'll be your action. I believe your hit dice are 8s, right? What's your Constitution modifier?
3.
So you would get 20.
No, my hit dice are 6s.
Oh, that's interesting. I forgot. 12 plus. Is it? You have 3 con, right? You said.
Yeah.
So that's 22. Did I do that math right?
No, I have 5 con. Wait, I'm confused.
Okay.
Now I'm confused.
What's your the plus by your Constitution? The score, not the saving throw.
There, that's why I was confused. It
Got
is
it.
the 3 then.
Yeah, so that's 18. You get 18 hit points back.
Okay. And then I need to walk towards them.
Which also clarifies a prior mistake. You do have 39 hit points, not 40. That is my bad.
13. Did you say 18?
Yes, you can just click on yourself and do plus 18.
31.
If you recall. There you go. And where'd you want to move?
Okay. Do I see the others coming?
Like I said, you just glance around. You see there's one by Draeneel, there's 2 on the ship past Draeneel, and there's 2 on the flaming ship to the north. And you see the fire spreading across the dried out ship wood.
Well, I'm more worried about our wonderful magic user.
Yeah, you do see one right behind her. That I should have said that. You do see one right behind her.
Yeah, so God, this map hates me. As soon as I click on it, it just like shoots somewhere else.
So you're looking for over here.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go near her.
You want to go near her, or do you want to go near her and the skeleton?
Well, yeah, okay. I want to intimidate the skeleton. Arr! Okay, I'm here.
There you go.
Okay.
Now Ton and Valor are back to back. Valor, it's your turn.
Ah,
Oh, you don't have your mirror image anymore, so you're not concentrating either. So
oh, it's not concentration. I just wanted to put it there so that
to remind us that it was there. Got it.
yeah. How do I? There it is. Good call.
Another it's somewhere in another reality. There's just a bunch of dead Valors.
Mm-hmm. There will be so many more to join them.
Reminds me of Death's Gambit. As you play the game, each time you die, like there's a corpse that goes to a specific room, and you can go to the room and see all the times you died piled up.
Ooh.
It's amazing. I love that game. And if you die enough, you get to climb the pile of corpses to a secret item. So that's neat.
Oh.
Fail successfully.
All right, which one do?
I too will do a healing surge.
Okay, the action one or the bonus action?
I'm gonna do bonus action one.
Fair enough.
So
For you, that would be 2d6 plus your Constitution modifier twice, whatever that is. Is that 1?
Yeah.
Is that 2d6
Yeah.
plus 2?
Yeah, all my modifiers except for intelligence are 1. I rolled really good.
Send her to the gym. Get her some strength, or well, Constitution in this case.
Right.
But,
so should I just put 2d6 plus 2
Yeah.
for the...
That
Okay.
will be accurate.
7.
7, and you still have your action. Why?
Oh, gee.
Does anybody notice the water is really blurry? I don't know why Roll20 decided to do that.
Oh. Some parts of it, it's crispy where there's a boat.
Different images, actually.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. Well, you know. Okay. There's a bony boy.
Yeah.
So I can do an auction. I'm not gonna take the disadvantage. I'm gonna mind sliver this bonehead. Haha.
I'm gonna
DC 14 intelligence saving throw.
spike your non-existent brain. Oh, that's impressive.
Excuse me.
You found the smarty pants in the bunch.
Jerk. How dare you know more than me? Okay, that's it.
All right. At the end of your turn, the fire spreads further. Why don't you go ahead and roll me d6 for the fire damage that skelly's taken.
2.
I mean, it's a good thing that it's largely a dried wasteland, save for this convenient little watering hole you have. So that fire probably won't spread past that ship. Maybe.
And surrounded by sand.
Yeah.
It's really good at putting out fires, I think. We're gonna get glass, guys. We're gonna make an orb, and we're gonna sell
heck
it for a
yeah.
lot of money.
It's also really good at getting really hot.
Yeah.
It's true. Athos.
Speaking of really hot,
Uh,
so
where are you going?
well, I am going to. There's my 40.
Heck yeah,
I'm gonna
getting that +2.
punch this sucker.
Die, Skelly.
Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not.
Well, that's okay. Who needs it? I will bonus action to punch again
That will hit.
for 7 of bludgeoning.
That'll drop him.
And that is my movement action and bonus action. So that is me. I'm going to be right back.
Oh, fair enough.
Goodbye forever.
Where is number 3? Number 3 is currently on fire.
Good for him.
I mean, he's a skeleton. He's going to remain standing in the fire and shoot at Valor. 17.
I'm gonna shield it.
Okie dokie.
So my AC is now 19.
I believe shield lasts until the start of your next turn.
Yep.
Well, that could be useful because he's the last
Right.
guy of the round, and you're like the third to last. So
Uh-huh.
that's like a whole turn of shield. Fantastic.
It's so nice when it works out that way.
Because the next attack is coming for you and misses.
Oh, look at that.
I think that would have hit if not for the shield.
It absolutely would have.
Which, knowing that it persists, I have to imagine it's like a bubble instead of just like a
Mhm.
one-sided thing.
I imagine you can't see it until something tries to hit it and it just goes boing.
Boom. Yeah.
Little magical arcane effects.
I mean, it's the perfect time because they are targeting you.
Ooh, they bad at me?
They just kind of have a one-track mind.
Damn.
Uh,
Okay, that one will do it.
that one will pierce through the little bubble for 6 piercing. That was almost all your healing. That's just disrespectful.
I needed that.
All right. And now there's this Skelly who was about to hit you. And, like, I think he's still going to hit you because Ton hasn't done anything except walked up. And by hit you, I mean a crit, apparently.
Ooh. I had a thought of all I could use important.
I will
But I
raise
think
your
I
crit
used-
with a crit. Because
Yeah,
that's
I
all
was
you have
like-
left, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I used the one already.
Ooh, unfortunate. 11
Wow. Look at that, I'm down.
damage. He just stabs you in the back.
Bye.
It's like
I'm
piercing through
taking-
the little bubble shield. And you
Valor's
drop
not
down.
made for the heat. She's taking a nap now. Good night.
Over to Ton then. Hey, Ton, this guy just poked Valor and she fell down. What are you gonna do?
It's like a frail Victorian child.
She is. That's amazing.
And my first thought is, can I rage?
Not currently. You might teach yourself that trick along the way.
Yeah, really.
I think most of your tricks are for getting yourself out of trouble, not someone else.
It is. Yeah, they are. So, darn. Well, you know what? I want to hit you twice, but
Ooh.
I just want to knock you down and knock you again and again. Ready?
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
Make a
Oh,
full bat.
jeez. Well, does he see me now?
Well, his eye sockets are focused upon you, Ton.
Aw.
Hey, Valor.
Hey.
You know what time it is?
It's my favorite time.
Oh,
Can I
you do
port
have...
into death save?
That's a very good question. You're unconscious, so I don't think you can, but someone else is yes.
That's what I thought. Alright. Oh, look at this. Nice.
Hell yeah.
One success.
We love to see it. Let's go.
All right, Athos. You've got well, two obvious choices. Oh, Valor, do you want to roll that fire damage? As the fire spreads further. In fact, two of them are getting hit this time.
3. We're going up.
3 damage. And what I was saying, Athos, you got two obvious choices.
Yeah.
You hear Valor collapse behind you. You glance back and you see Ton smack the thing that did it. You could go help Ton, or you could go for the archers in the distance that were also shooting at Valor.
I'm gonna go for the distance. Get the
He's-
arrows out of the way.
He's going for distance. He's going for speed.
I think Athos and Ton are both the fastest.
So that's that. I'm going to Step of the Wind as a bonus action, so I can
Yeah.
dash.
Nobody's attacked these guys yet, but they're like kind of half covered by the rubble of the ship, but you can just zip on in, I think.
And
With enough
I
speed.
will toss a dart at the closest one.
Fair enough. That'll hit. Oh,
8.
that's very good damage. All right. I believe that's
me.
it. That is it for you. So over here, we got this guy who's going to switch targets to Draeneel. Oh.
Oh no.
Well,
13 damage to Draeneel.
I'm really glad I did that, whatchamacallit earlier. Greater
Yeah.
Surge.
Well, now this guy probably has your attention. I mean, he is technically in fire, so I don't know how close you want to get to him. All right.
That's all right. I have a ranged option.
Oh, the other guy also shoots at you but misses. The two skellies over here are each going to take a shot at Athos. 23 to hit.
So that is a hit. The 9 is of course a miss, but
Oh, the 9 was prior.
oh, okay.
The other guy hasn't. So 8 piercing.
I will use my reaction on it.
Do it.
So I have stuffed it. I'm going to spend a focus point to toss it back.
Take this back.
So dexterity saving throw. Let's see. What is this? So 8 plus 2. I think that's a success, unfortunately. One of these days that's going to work.
All right, next guy. Oh. 12 piercing to you.
Ow!
Oh, I want to call it. Does you remember to account for your temporary hit points when you first took damage?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Draeneel.
Well, Ton's dealing. There's still one more skeleton, right, in front of Ton? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think I should finish that one off so we can get a reset on Valor and then go press some of the ranged ones. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get the flank. And then give him a good old wall up.
That'll hit. So yeah, first one hits. What's your damage? That'll drop
7.
him.
And then I literally have 5 movement left over.
Yeah.
Yep. I move 1 square back. That's my turn.
Fair enough. Just doing a little dance. Ton, the guy you were smacking, is now dead.
Well, now what am I supposed to do?
What do you want to do?
You can do anything.
You can turn him into bone meal. Keep smacking the skeleton.
Mm. Can I? I was gonna say pick up Valor, but I don't know if that would...
You're actually very strong if that's what you're concerned about.
Well, yeah, but I know that one of our party is missing, and we should be all together, ish.
Okay, okay.
So I'm kind of like, Janelle, where's the other one?
I'm just gonna point at him
At
to the
the
west
fire?
there. No, he's to the left, to the west.
Yeah.
When
Then.
pointed at, you see.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I see him.
Oh, that's fair. But you do see.
Stupid map.
Bing,
I'm
bing,
gonna.
Bing, bing, bing.
I mean,
That.
we don't have potions, do we?
I mean, you guys technically got potions from a bag that you guys never really went through. You like opened it, looked inside, and you're like, "Oh, potions," and you closed it, and that was basically what happened.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm thinking of using, and just giving, pouring a potion over her, picking her up, pouring a potion over her, and start, booking it to where he is.
You can sort of try and just drag her with you. You can absolutely do that. You can try and stabilize her with a medicine check.
Okay.
I don't know, like the most you would get is that she's, not gonna die. But would you like to do that?
Pretty good.
That is to say, you're not gonna, use a medicine check and get her back in the fight.
Right.
Would you like to do that? Because you can do that and then drag her half your movement. You can do that.
Okay. I guess.
All right, you should have medicine. You just click that. Oh,
Nope. Yes, like my lowest skill, so I will like.
and then if you're dragging her 15 feet that way, so you didn't really make it worse, but maybe. All right.
Okay.
Valor. Let's have a death save.
Woo!
This is
Let's see
sort
if we
of in
made
this-
it worse. We're
That's another
good.
success. You're
That
sort
was
of in
not
this
bad.
strange, disembodied state.
I'm just like, why is the world moving around?
It's like the feeling of falling out of bed as Tom's dragging
Oh.
you. It's like it's like ah, but
Oh.
it keeps going.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's 2 successes. You want to give me a d6 on that fire damage?
Each time we go up by one, baby. Go.
Nice. Eventually, it won't be here anymore.
I can't.
Alrighty, Athos.
Well, now it's on like Donkey Kong. I'm gonna hop in
Heck
and
yeah.
I'm gonna punch the guy that I hit already with the
So you
dagger.
are past the covers, so no issue there. That'll definitely hit.
For 6
That drops
bludgeoning.
him.
Then I'm gonna go to the other guy, bonus action, and punch this guy. Oof.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
10s or misses. That's okay. But that's my turn. I'd like to see him shoot other people now. I did forget how low on hit points I am, so hopefully hopefully this turn is not so harsh on me.
Oh, I guess we'll see. Ton, an arrow is flying towards you.
It can
and
miss.
Hitting you. For 8 piercing.
How dare they?
Ouch. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
It's pretty rude, to be
I'm
honest.
saving somebody here. How can you shoot at me, man?
Another arrow
I
coming
don't
at
believe
you.
the Geneva Convention was invented yet.
12 is a miss on Tana.
Yeah.
All right, next up is the guy next to Athos. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Short sword. That's still a miss. See,
Excellent.
that wasn't as bad. You got your wish. All right, over to Draeneel.
Alrighty. I remember she's got the potion bag on her, right, Valor?
Yes.
I'd like to search through that for the first healing potion I see and put it down her gullet.
Sure. Like I'm 85% sure she's the one with the potion bag. Does anybody recall?
I believe that's what you said earlier, but that is the only reason I am basing this off of that, because I had totally spaced we even had a potion bag.
Yeah, if it's from the wizard lady,
Yes.
I would have assumed that she gave everything to Valor. And then she
That
just kind of held on
does
to
make
it
sense.
until anyone might have asked otherwise. She's responsible.
Unknown number of
Responsible.
healing potions. Yeah.
Victorian child.
Yep. So you just reach in and you grab one.
Yeah, I reach in and make sure it's a healing potion, and then yeah.
You hold it up. Yeah, that's a healing potion. Down the gullet.
Yep. Don't care on what quality. I'm just grabbing the first one I see.
That
2 shots of
is. That's
healing.
not what I meant to click. That is. Opening this. No, I don't know why that's in here 4 times. Oh, it's in here 4 times, but can't be found when I click on it. What the? What? Stop it. Okay, let me just zoom in with my eyeballs. Yeah, that is a standard healing potion you find. So that is 2d4 plus 2 to Valor.
Would you like to roll or would you like me to roll?
I will let you.
That's great because I have a macro for it. Yay! Hey, 7 like last time. Let's go.
Somebody write down that's -1 healing potion from that bag. Since you guys don't know actually how many are in there yet.
I'll write it down.
Just -1. Okay.
Was that my action?
Yes, that is an
Or-
action to give someone else a potion.
Okay. Well, I was wondering if it's like, searching and then whatnot, but
Especially with the whole thing, it's going to be an action, yeah.
yeah. I don't think I can do anything besides move now.
Yeah. Her eyes flutter open, and now you have to decide: do you run towards the flamey guys or head towards Atos to aid?
Well, I have range, and so it's more of who wants to get porcupine next turn.
So the guys to the north, they're just on fire. The guy to the east or whatever, where Atos is, there's physical cover. He's half obscured.
Well, let's go murder that guy. Those guys can burn. They don't need the water. It's for us. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that will be my turn.
Sure. Ton. Valor's eyes just fluttered open, which, on that subject, Valor, you're currently being dragged by Ton.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know that I'm even looking at her. I am just dragging and following Janelle.
Yeah, so you want to move and dash while dragging her? Just going.
Yeah, just going.
That's so funny.
So you can get all the way over here,
Uh-huh.
like nestled against the side of the ship, so you're out of the line of fire of the guy
Yes.
Athos is fighting. The other
Uh-huh.
two that are on fire, you might still be in the line of fire of, however. Your movement speed is 40, right?
Yeah.
So you could be half movement speed. So accounting for the mess up last time where I didn't give you your full movement, this is where you are. But yeah. You're just being dragged, Valor. You're like, ah!
Still asleep. I'm kind of tucking her under the broken ship.
Oh, it's fair.
Imagine she just has her eyes, her arms and hands covering her face to stop the sand from going up her nose.
This is fine. Yeah, so we go over to Valor. You're now sort of like shoved under the ship. There's sand everywhere. Up your sleeves. Probably in your shoes, if you're being honest.
It's everywhere. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
But you're alive.
I hate sand.
Presumably under cover of some sort?
I would think if I've been shoved in under the ship, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask questions later. Is there any more skeletons I can see that I could hit?
If you sort of like, tilt your head backward, you can see the ones on fire. You can aid that process potentially, although that's a distance away at this point.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's wrong way. Hey, that's
Homie.
exactly a distance away.
That's perfect.
How convenient.
Right? We're gonna shoot first, ask questions later.
I love the idea of you getting dragged here at like freaking warp speed, and then you just point at them and a little firebolt shoots out.
Uh-huh. She
That's
can
fine.
collect your bearings later.
Hit it.
19.
That'll hit. You going on the
One.
left guy or the right guy? Does it matter?
Whichever one's in range, I'll go for the left.
Yeah, I think he's the one in range.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
like a tinky little ping of fire.
Just like a little tiny wisp.
Well.
Like a candle, like a little candle flame.
Uh-huh.
It's
Duck
cute.
back behind her cover and be like, what the heck happened?
Yeah, end of your turn. You want to roll the damage as that fire spreads across the whole ship. Hope there wasn't anything useful in there.
That would be so unfortunate, wouldn't it? That's a problem for future us, and I will be right back. But I should be able to hear everything you're saying.
You're nice and nestled under cover. Sure thing. All right, over to Athos then.
This is a bony boy in need of a few fists. So let's start with testing the water.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Yep. Then I'll bonus action and do it again.
Do it again. That'll hit.
For 6 bludgeoning.
He is looking terrible. Crushed
And
bones.
I'm going to move around it.
Fair enough.
To give it something to think about.
Sort of just dancing about. All right, I believe that puts Draeneel at the nearest person, so we got 2 shots coming for Draeneel. 1, 2.
Well, the 19's gonna hit.
4 piercing.
All right. Un, deux, trois, and I forgot 4 in French, so 4.
I was going to say cuatro, but I think that's Spanish.
That's
Got-
Spanish.
It's quatre.
Quatre?
1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4,
and
5,
it's close.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something double.
There was
I
a
don't remember the rest.
time in my life where I could count to 10 in Japanese and German, and I could count to 5 in Russian. That was a useless skill, and I've lost it, but it's funny to think about. All right, Athos. 22. 8 piercing damage on a stab.
Well, there's no better thing to use my reaction on than completely stuffing it.
That's
It's
4
D10.
plus, right?
4 plus my dex and my monk level, so this is a 12 total.
That
Or
is.
my. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say that's more than 8, so I think that's no damage,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, stuffed it.
Nailed it.
I'm glad there's only one guy trying to hit me.
More accurately, you prevented yourself from being nailed, but
Mhm.
Draeneel, over to you. There's some guys shooting at you, and there's 3 people over there, so it's up to you to decide if they have that handled and you want to go towards the guy shooting at you or what.
Well,
Who are on fire?
I think they got that handled. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll move up this way because, no one needs cover. I'm going to switch to meat crossbows.
And you have dual wielders, so you can drop and draw, no problem.
Yep. So, upon that fine note, I'm going to unleash my crossbows at. You said all of the ones up there are on fire?
Yeah, there's two guys there. They're both on fire. They look about roughly the same in terms of scorchedness.
Well, this guy's closer, so he gets my fury.
Fair enough.
Bam.
That'll hit.
Bam.
That'll miss.
All right, well, that's 8 piercing damage.
That will drop the left one. Ooh, I guess that was a disadvantage. So that's one attack. That'll be a miss. Do your second attack at disadvantage because it's more than 30 feet away. Your hand crossbows
Okay.
have 30 have disadvantage past 30 feet.
Thank you. Okay.
That's what the 30 slash 20, 120 means. So past 30 feet they have disadvantage and they can't shoot farther than 120. So in fact those are both misses. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. These things happen.
Most unfortunate. Han, you've got Valor nicely nestled under cover. What do you want to do?
That's a good question. I was thinking of jumping up and helping Atos, but did he already knock everything down?
I mean, you can just sort of lean over and see that there's a skeleton left. And that Athos is profusely bleeding.
Okay. So I will jump up and help him with his last one.
Sure. Let's... Oh, sorry about that. Let's move you over.
Okay. Oh. See, now I can see him.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to drag you over.
Yeah. See, I thought that was him.
Mm.
God, I hope they get my glasses soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am...
You're going to have a +2, so roll it. Nice. I imagine you just like climb over the rubble of the ship and drop down, slamming your broom on top of this thing, just shattering it, bone splinters flying everywhere. So that one's dead. In quite the spectacular fashion.
And I go, are we done yet?
You want to move at all? You want to stay where you are?
I'm gonna. I don't want to go too far from Valor, so
That's fair.
I'm kind of between the two that are hurt, so that fits.
Totally fair. All right, Valor.
Hello again.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do what I did last time. Now that I see that there was a skelly boy up there, but he appears to have shattered into 1,000 tiny bone splinters.
Definitely.
Oh, throw another firebolt. We're gonna keep feeding the fire. Really hope there's nothing in there that was important.
Roll out. Pew. Roll in.
9?
That will unfortunately miss.
That checks out.
Go ahead and roll me your fire damage, assuming you're ending your turn.
Oh, yeah.
That bursts the 2 remaining skeletons into splinters as the fire spreads throughout the whole ship.
Yay.
Yeah, really hope there was nothing in there.
It's probably fine.
I mean, you still technically have half of that ship to loot if you wanna.
I mean, we couldn't loot it if we were dead, so...
That's true.
Just don't go near. We're gonna be okay.
So as the fight comes to a close, Draeniel, you saw the last 2 skeletons burst into splinters. You can sheath your weapons and head to the group if you like.
I'm gonna take like a literal 1-minute squat on the ground where I am and catch my breath and then head back.
So in that minute, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, I think now is a good time for me to recover some hit points.
Yeah, I'm gonna crawl out of my little cover
Nick?
here.
Yeah, so in this situation, are you guys wanting to use your healing surges, or do you guys want to, you know, take a short rest 30 minutes after waking up? It's totally fine. Just asking.
I'm okay with healing surges.
That's fair.
I could use a healing surge and be good.
I think everyone's used one. Two of you used the greater one, right? And two of you
Yeah.
have used the normal one, right? Or am I wrong on that?
I've
used the
used-
greater.
Yeah, I used the bonus action one.
Yeah, so it's so you still have the action one, Valor, and I think I misspoke. I think three of you have used the action one, so you only have the bonus action one. Did Atos
I
use
have-
one at all, or am I mistaken?
I have not. No, that's why I'm
Okay.
at 4 HP.
That's right. So yeah,
So I
Atos, go ahead.
I will use the big one. So
Totally
that's
fair. That's
that's
basically 8 plus your Constitution twice at your current level.
oh heck yeah! So that is plus 22.
And for the bonus action one, you roll
Oops.
half your hit dice, yeah?
Up to, so it's you're choosing, right? So you can
Mm.
technically do one hit dice if you want it. But
And
you're
what was
rolling
the-
instead of getting max?
What was the big one again? The
So
action?
that is your maximum hit points. Sorry, your maximum hit dice. So you're a d6, right? So that'd be 6.
Yeah.
Plus your Constitution, and you can just like the other one, you can do it once or twice.
So
For
it's
as
just
many of your
another.
hit dice as you want. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe I'm gonna see if I can read it again.
That's fair. I think I messed up my words. So basically, they're the same thing. It's just for one of them, instead of rolling, you just get maximum.
Oh, okay. So you just don't roll. Gotcha.
Yeah. I think this is the first time everybody's used them, so useful.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what we're gonna do is, even though we're not actually, I'm moving you over here, Draniel. Oh, you did.
Yeah, that was good timing.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and have our break now, and when we come back, you guys are going to decide if you're going to head south, loot the ships, both. Think on it. For now, yeah, refill your drinks, use restroom, what have you. I'm going to grab a little bite to eat, and we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Enjoy the music.
Sounds good.
All right, all.
All right. I'll be back in a few.
We're the monsters and fire breathers. We were the quiet sunrise leavers. You were a good girl. What could I do? I was a lost boy when I met you. Hold me till I'm not lonely anymore. It's only the crashing of the ocean to the shore. 'Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. 'Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy. There are no strangers. in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. There was a lost war when I met you. There was a lost war, there was a lost war. There was a lost war when I met you. There was a lost war, there was a lost war. There was a lost, there are no strangers. There was a lost war, there was a lost war. There was a lost war when I met you.
have returned.
I have also returned.
I am here. Rar.
Ah,
Just 2 more.
Strangers in a dark room laughing jokes.
I'm back.
So am I number 4 here or number 5 here?
That's a tie, apparently.
We're tied, yeah. That's
Alright,
teamwork.
So if everybody's ready,
Good.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
always ready. Except when I'm not.
heck yeah. And bam, we're here. Hello. So,
Noise.
over the next I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes, you guys catch your breath. Valor suddenly goes from virtually dead to almost completely fine. That's a hell of a thing.
I just focus so
I'm just
hard.
blinking. I'm just like blinking at her going, is it the magic in your veins?
Something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, we all got a little magic in us, right? That's how you're healing.
Weed
I mean-
does not discriminate.
Fair. But you guys are in the middle of a ship graveyard, and we're going for some water. Would you like to head towards that water now that the ship is hopefully cleared up?
I'm thirsty.
Sore. Let's go. How salty do you think that water's gonna be?
You guys could also, search the ship you're at right now if you want.
You know, that's a good idea too. I don't know if people want to like split, search ship, search water.
I'm still not understand. God, it did it again.
Oh, the map thing?
Yes, I touched it and it just. I
That's
think I'm on
obnoxious.
the other side of the planet or something.
I couldn't tell you. But at least I can do
Okay.
that, so it's less of an issue.
How
than it would
far
be.
away is the water?
It's like 60 feet, 80 feet, somewhere in there.
Okay. Is there really anything here to loot? I mean,
Not on the top deck, but there's a whole like submerged bottom deck that's like under sand. You could try and get to it if you want.
Take a
Well,
look.
options here. But rather than going ship by ship, we can just sort of say you guys loot the 2 ships that you didn't burn, and then collect some water. Is that what you were aiming to do, Athos?
Yeah, just to make sure, because we weren't necessarily expecting to be in a desert originally.
Yeah,
So
that's
if
fair.
it's if the water's not salty, we'll collect some.
So let's do this order of operations wise. Let's have you guys do the water and then loot the ships.
All right.
All right, so you guys head over to the water, and I will get you guys all there pretty quick. You want to?
this is a check, isn't it? I need to check the water.
Yes, that was my
Need
next
a
sentence.
nature check. Sorry.
I feel like it might be a survival check to see if
Survival,
water
that's
is
what I meant.
safe, which any or all of you guys could do.
I'll help.
Well, I have.
I'm doing my part. Oh wait, that's at disadvantage. I mean,
Well, we'll just pretend it was at advantage. No, I'm kidding.
Because I think I have proficiency in survival.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Maybe.
I? Okay. I don't think a 2 is proficiency.
If it is, it's unaided.
Mm.
Like, you have 0 wisdom, is what that would mean.
Okay, well, I guess we'll all check it.
Yeah, so Athos, and Valor, you're sort of the consensus that it's probably safe to drink. The other two of you are a little on the uncertain side. Not because of like anything wrong with the water per se, just like there's a part of you that's like, well, there were skeletons on the boat. It's probably not okay.
Mhm.
But to the other two of you, it seems fine.
It's gonna make me a skeleton.
But it
Ooh,
does
the
seem
R1.
to be groundwater coming up as opposed to like left behind by the dried up ocean.
Right.
Looks good to me. I'll fill up my water skin.
Heck yeah.
Lead by example.
I'll make sure to be nice and hydrated.
I'm thirsty. I don't want to be thirsty. Problem solved.
Drink up, sweaty.
Fair enough. So from there, from taking some hefty drinks of water and refilling your water jugs, you guys are gonna search the 2 ships. There are
Yeah.
definitely other ships. If you want, you can go look at those other ships as well. Do you want to do that before, after, or not at all?
Well, let's do it after since we're already here.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you're searching the 2 ships. Yes. Can I have everybody give me a perception check as you're searching the 2
Okay.
ships? One of which has this groundwater sort of like bubbled up and filling inside of it. Some of those
Sorry.
are really good.
Couldn't find perception.
Some of them aren't really good.
Oh, come on.
Aw.
Oh, you've exploded a couple skeletons today. It's fine. You're doing great in other capacities. So let's start with the skeletons. Most of them had garbage on them. Armor scraps, rusted long swords. How is this still working? Short bows, that kind of thing. The captain, however, appeared to be wearing some sort of leather armor that seems to be untarnished by age and wear, and was wielding a great axe with a cannon strapped to one end.
Mhm.
And contextually, when I say strapped, it's like literally built into the back end of the axe. Like it is by design, not by modification. If anybody wants to pick those up and carry them with you. Or not.
I don't think Valor could pick that up even if she wanted to.
Yeah.
It's
It's
heavy.
much heavier than a normal great axe.
I prefer 2 small weapons, not one really big weapon.
Totally fair.
I am a weapon.
Also fair.
I have a weapon, but I am curious. So I'm gonna. I have a backpack, right? I
Yeah.
assume. I'll just put it in my backpack. I'm curious to look at it later.
Oh, we can say that you
She's
strap
gonna-
it to your back.
She's
It's not
gonna
gonna
put
squeeze
her
in your backpack.
broom on it.
You put your broom on the one end. I think it's only got 2 ends, and there's an axe on one and a cannon on the other, so I don't know. It's definitely heavy. It's very heavy. But you can absolutely just sort of, just sling it on your back and, maybe play with it later or sell it or whatever. That's totally up to you. How about this seemingly untarnished armor?
Untarnished what?
Armor that it was wearing.
Armor.
Yeah, the leather armor that it was wearing that didn't seem that doesn't seem to be weathered at all.
I
The
mean,
fact that it's a skeleton that's been out here for at least 20 years.
Now
I
that's
wear leather armor. He's dead. Anyone else wear leather armor?
I don't think I'm proficient in any armors.
Likewise.
I think Ton can wear leather armor. Does wear leather armor. I misspoke. It's studded leather, not leather. If that makes a difference to you specifically.
not in this context. Hey, so if you take in that axe, can I take that armor?
Sure.
All right, it's a deal.
Pick it
Shakes
up,
on it.
shaking the bone shards out. It's a mess, really. That was the gimme. You guys find that without issue. Carrying on from there, in this central ship, you find, as you sort of explore the ship as a whole, you guys find sorry, distracted. Fine. You guys find a like sort of a lot more weather than the leather armor. You find like a worn but protected from nature, sort of like in a box somewhere inside the ship. You find a pistol with 10 rounds and black powder. One thing that's like very interesting to you guys is this whole box is sort of like half submerged in water, but when you guys find the black powder and pull it out of the water, it's completely dry.
It's a good box.
Huh.
The black powder is completely dry, not the box. There's
Oh.
still like the box is wet inside, but the black powder is completely dry.
It's a good powder.
Should
Yeah.
probably take that.
That's
I don't think
waterproof black powder.
I don't think I know how to shoot a gun, but we should take it.
I mean, I'm all for us taking all this, but it seems pretty heavy.
But alongside the pistol and the black powder is 125 gold pieces and 2 healing potions, just standard healing potions. Elsewhere in the ship,
How much of all that again?
125 gold and 2 healing potions.
Thank you.
Yes. Elsewhere in the ship, you manage to find a silver rapier with an opal in the pommel.
Fancy.
Yes. And as you guys are searching this ship specifically, I would like you guys to give me an additional perception check.
Hell yeah.
All right, that 20, you find your way into what appears to be the captain's quarters, and you spot a small hidden compartment, and you click that bad boy open, and you find inside what appears to be a very fancy platinum ring.
Ooh.
Ooh, look what I found, guys. I found some bling. We rich. I think.
Potentially.
Anybody know how much this is worth?
Does the ring seem like it might also be a little magical as well? Does it seem in really good shape, maybe?
I think with that very question in mind, one thing that you've noticed is the previously mentioned black powder. The ring and the rapier all seem to be, let's just say, in a better state than you'd expect if they were not magical. Sort of implying that they might be magical.
That was my suspicion.
You think it's magic?
Could be.
Excuse me. From there, you guys can find your way over to the other ship, as you seem to have fully cleared that one out. And we can get... What's up?
I was like, if we spend 10 minutes while we're kind of walking around with these maybe magic items, I can do detect magic as a ritual.
Hit it.
And so if I spend 10 minutes, so that I wouldn't...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I don't think it would use up a spell slot if it's cast as a ritual.
Right.
I think it works that way for everybody. I know it works like that for clerics.
Yeah, that's just ritual
Okay.
magic. Yeah. That is correct. What I was going to ask is, do you want to do that instead of participating in searching the ship, or
Yeah.
alongside it?
I'm gonna do that instead because it kind of needs to take your whole attention, I would imagine. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do that instead of perceiving.
All right.
I'll
So
let y'all perceive.
while she does that, why don't the rest of you give me some perception checks?
All right.
Hmm. Mothership?
I can't.
Oh. Well, you're
Yeah, I went to
closed again.
click on it and I missed, and I hit something else that I can't get out of at the moment. Sorry.
No biggie.
Let me out. Okay, let's try it again. See if we can not miss. Perception.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not here.
All right. So, down, sort of buried under all the sand and stuff. There's a lot less down here, but you managed to clear your way and get to the lower deck of the ship. You find a bunch of smashed crates with lots of like different ruined merchandise that looks like it was probably quite valuable at one point and is now garbage.
Quite smushed.
But in the midst of these like different, just like totally destroyed crates, you guys managed to you know what, let's have Dave and Sapper, why don't you each roll me a d20 real quick.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. 6.
And 19.
All right, Sapper, you in the midst of these like destroyed crates, you're sort of looking through them, and you find that a lot of them appear to be like uh, almost like facets, like you'd put a gem into, but like they can be like they're clasps on one side and a facet you can put a gem into on the other. But pretty much all of them, the gems are like they're gone, as if someone like looted the place and took all the gems, because gems are worth money, right? But as you're looking around, you manage to find one that still has the gem in it. Roll me a d10.
And D10. 4.
Yeah, so you find what looks like a strange, it's clear, but it's a very dark crystal, sort of like embedded in this facet with a clasp on it. And you're sort of like holding it up and looking at it. You don't really know what it is, but it looks like it's probably valuable.
Well, if it looks valuable, it's going into my pocket.
That's totally fair.
And I'm going to eventually take it over to Valor and be like, is this one of them there magic stones?
And
When she's not
Athos,
doing magic ritual stuff.
that's fair. Athos,
Yes.
you find there's so much here. You find a what appears to be a scroll case that has a seal that's like waterproof, and a waterproof scroll case. And if you shake it, it sounds like there's something in there.
Right on. We can empty this out and use it as a water skin. But I'll hand it over to Valor because it's either a map or it's a spell, and you're going to be more interested in either of those than I am.
Totally fair. I believe that is everything in this particular ship. In addition to that, all of you guys find a little bit of cash, just silver strewn about in different places in some of the crates and boxes. So, can I get each of you to roll me a D100? And we can just total this up to keep lives easier. You can divide it after if you want.
Pick up.
All right, so we got.
We didn't even get over 100.
That's very unfortunate.
That would be great.
In total, $225 silver pieces, just sort of strewn between the two ships. Yeah. There you go. As you come aboard, well, sorry, you come above as you leave the lower deck of the ship and you come out. I believe Valor is probably finishing her detect magic ritual about then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to check out this gem?
Give me your magic.
Yes, so that is a magical, some sort of magical thing. Why don't you give me an Arcana check? This is not about like what type of magic it is. It's about what kind of item it is.
10.
10. You're not entirely sure what this specifically is, but it looks like it can attach to something. That's pretty obvious if you hadn't noticed. That is magical. The black powder is magical. The rapier is magical, but of note, as you're looking at the rapier, you notice that the magic seems to be emanating from the pommel and radiating through the weapon itself. And it's a very similar magic to this gem that Draeneel is holding up.
Gotcha. So it's more with the gems versus the actual item itself.
Yeah, it's like in the case of the rapier, it seems to be the opal attached to the pommel is what's magical, not the rapier itself, but the attached opal is making it magical.
Gotcha.
Which is a very specific kind of thing that sounds like someone would do, but you're not familiar with it.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
And the armor is magical. And while the scroll case itself is not magical, I think scrolls read is magical, right?
I would think so, because they're imbued with a magic, like a spell.
Yeah, so like you can tell that it's not the scroll case that's magical, it's whatever's inside.
Gotcha. I would be relaying all of this as things are handed to me or as I'm going through them.
Just hold it up. It's like, yep, magical. Yep, magical.
Magic.
Nope, that's not magical.
Mm-hmm.
How about this axe? Nope, that's not magical.
That's an axe.
Yeah. There you go.
Checks out.
Anything else you would like to do before progressing to a ship or elsewhere?
Do I detect any other magical presence within 30 feet of me?
You do not.
Gotcha. Well, I'll concentrate on that for the next 10 minutes.
There's like a very, very, very faint magical aura around Draeneel.
Just gonna immediately turn around and look at him.
Why are you got something on my face?
Yeah, she's just kind of hands behind her back, slowly circling around, kind of like looking him up and down, like, is it something he's got? Is it something on him?
It seems to be emanating from under, like, his shirt, sort of in this region over here. But how much you want to pry with that is up to you. You're just detecting magic in that general location.
She won't pry for now. Would she? She's here to learn. She's gonna hold off on it for now, but she's gonna think about it.
Fair enough.
But she does circle him like a shark. So how he responds to that is up to him. But he is currently being studied like a specimen at the zoo.
He's gonna just sit there and stare at you, watching you circle around, occasionally itching.
Yes. Give me an Arcana check while you're at it, as you're sort of eyeing him up and down. Unfamiliar with whatever's going on here.
Oh.
Moving on.
She's got books. She's gonna read them when we hunker down for the evening.
All right, so I believe you guys wanted to head over to the other ships, correct?
Yeah.
Sort of rough party layout, I think.
Yeah.
Zoop. And we're here now. So very interesting as you guys sort of approach this ship. You guys, well, sorry, not approach. As you guys head inside this ship and start looking around, you do see a number of clearly animated skeletons, but they're just laying there. They sort of like turn their heads and look at you, but they aren't doing anything.
I'll just wave at them.
They just look at
She's-
you. They're
she's
not doing
gonna-
anything.
She's gonna speak up in 1, 2, 3, 4 different languages and see which one sticks. And what she says is, "Can you understand me?" But in Common, then Draconic, then Elvish, then Infernal.
They sort of like watch you as you speak, but once you stop, they start looking at the other people. It seems. Give me an Arcana check. Here's
All right,
another one
this is-
for you.
This is gonna be the one.
Come on.
We're getting higher every time.
It seems as if whatever has animated them has not given them any instruction, and they aren't currently hostile. Why, you don't know.
I wonder if it's because we killed their captain.
Possibly. Would you guys like to examine the ship?
Yeah. Did the captain have a hat on or anything? Was there anything on his body?
Other than the armor that Draeneila's carrying around,
Yeah.
and the axe that that Ton is carrying around, not really.
I wonder if it's related to that. Well, I guess we'll find out sometime.
Oh, fair enough. But you guys can search the ship and leave the skeletons be if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave them.
Yeah, no need to poke the bear, so to speak. The skeletal bear.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. For the sake of expedited progress here, we'll have you guys sort of moving through all of the ships. Very similarly, you find these guys in this one sort of just standing about. There's definitely this like uncomfortable moment where one of them like sort of stagger steps towards you guys and then just wanders in a different direction. They seem aimless.
Almost
but-
feel bad for them.
Fair enough. But that is the remaining ships in this cluster down here, so let's just do them all at once. So go ahead and give me a perception check, everyone.
I need to step away for just 1 minute.
Whoops.
Timer begins now.
Suddenly, Ton dances terribly.
Yes, terribly.
Alrighty. So, thanks. Beyond what you have already found, you guys also find. Oh, let me put this real quick. Sure, that sounds delightful. You guys find 65 additional gold pieces. If anybody wants to write this down.
I was writing it all down.
Likely true. That's why I was mentioning it.
I'm just gonna put it in chat what you're saying.
Oh, in Discord, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 65 gold pieces, 700 silver pieces, 1,500 copper pieces.
Okay.
And you find a moonstone roughly large enough to fit in the palm of your hand. It's nice, but dusty and you know, just could use a wash. You find a pair of gloves, a hand crossbow, and a small gray bag that all seem totally unaffected by the weathered environment.
Except being dusty.
Yeah, barely dusty, but undamaged. No, like, wear from, you know, being in a ship in the desert for decades.
I'm still detecting magic.
Oh, that's true. So those three are magic.
What was the three we found?
It's in chat or Discord.
Bliss,
That
thank
word.
you.
But that is what you find between all of these ships. The remaining ships, that is. So there you go. But the more you guys physically move around, the more the skeletons kind of just watch you.
I don't see anything in the chat.
Wonder what's in the little gray bag.
You can open it.
Oh, did you send it in Discord, Mothership?
I did. Oh,
I
I
don't
didn't hit
see
enter. Good job.
I've done it before.
Fair enough. There you go. That's the stuff you find. Again, the last three are magical. The pair of gloves, the hand crossbow, and the small gray bag. All magical. Yeah, from there, you guys got your water. You probably refill again before you leave. And then you guys can head south from here if you want to leave these skeletons about for now. Mango, give me another Arcana check.
This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the one that beats them all. Heck.
+6 is really coming in handy.
The higher the modifier, the lower the rolls, baby, every time.
Yeah, really. But from here, you guys can head south if you want.
Let's roll.
I thought we're going north.
No, the little crystal-y thing was pointing south.
I thought that was the direction of the tower, and we wanted to
Okay,
go
so to clarify,
north of it.
hold please. Sorry. To clarify, the tower is to your south.
Yeah.
From the tower, the Song of Fools is north.
Yeah.
And the Dried Sea is too far north.
Oh, okay. My brain just erased those very necessary words of too far. Okay.
Yeah, so
We
you
are
guys would
going
have to go south in the general direction of the tower, preferably finding a road at some point, and that should get you back on track to finding the Song of Fools.
Okay, you're right. Thank you.
But that puts you guys on the road traveling south. Well, not literally on a road yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We're gonna make our
Just
own road.
traveling south. So, as you guys are traveling, is there anything you guys are going to do? You guys did just find a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh,
Hmm.
gosh, if I had for some reason I don't have identify prepared, or I would just be identifying everything as we walk. I'm a fool.
Fair.
It is a ritual, though.
Oh my
You
gosh,
have
you're right. All right, because wizard stuff works differently.
mhm.
So I
Well-
could do it.
What we are doing does not count as a short rest, correct?
No, because you're actively traveling.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
so
using
when
your
we
little
have
leggies.
lunch, then we'll have a short rest.
Yeah, you guys can have a short rest at lunch. That is entirely viable. So, if you guys want to travel until lunch, you can do that.
Let's do it.
Just don't let anything hit me.
So, you were asking about a short rest. You can take one at lunch. What are you doing?
Hopefully getting some hit points back.
Well, let's see. You used half your hit dice for your healing surge. You get 1/4, which in the case of your level is 1 hit dice back at a short rest. But that's when it ends. So you have 2 hit dice you can use if you've only used 1 healing surge. I think you could technically only use 2 anyways because it's half your level, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like up to half your hit dice, excuse me.
So
Right, so-
I think in a short rest you can use as many as you want, but in a long rest you only recover up to half.
Huh?
Oh, I think he's talking about hit dice, right?
Yeah.
But also you only have if you've used. What my point was, if you've used the healing surge,
Right, yeah.
you've already used some. Was the point I was trying to make.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I don't have any.
Because you've used it. You didn't use it a second time. You've only used it the one.
Right.
So you still have 2 hit dice you can use.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't get to use any hit dice because I use both. That's correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you understand, Mothership?
Honestly, no.
So, healing surges expend your hit dice. You have a number of hit dice equal to your level. You used your healing surge 1 time, spending 2 of your hit dice, which means you have 2 hit dice left, which you can spend at a short rest to recover hit points.
But if I use them, I don't have them for later.
Correct, but you have no idea if you're going to need them later. But you get them back on a long rest, so. And you're getting 1 back at the end of the short rest. 1 hit dice back at the end of the short rest because of how healing surges work.
Well, even if I roll really well, the most I could get is 12.
Plus your constitution modifier for each dice.
Oh, yeah.
This is the like first
Oh my
game
God.
we've been using healing surges with, so there's a bit of a learning curve. So that is 4 plus 3 twice, so 10 in total.
Well, it's
10
better
hit
than
points
nothing.
back. And then at the end of the short rest, you recover the 1 hit dice as per the healing surge rules. Back to the question of ritual. Did you want to cast that as a ritual? Was that the question?
Yeah. Yeah. Because then it doesn't consume a spell slot.
That's on 1 item, right?
Hold on, let me
Yeah,
look at it real quick.
It'll be 1 item per cast. As far as-
which is 6 casts
Yeah.
for 6 rituals over the course of the rest. So, the question is, which one do you want to start with?
What do people want to know?
I don't know if you had anything physically in your hands. I think everybody else had the magic stuff, and you're just following them around at this point.
Yeah. So whoever wants whatever looked at, give it to me.
Can I open the gray bag and just see what is in it?
Oh, geez, I just closed that page. Yes, but you're gonna have to wait until I get it open again.
Mhm.
Oh, you got to open it.
Yeah. My bad. So maybe somebody else start. Sorry.
How
You
about
did
that
not mean
ring?
to close that.
'Cause I think the ring is the only thing I'm interested in because I can't use anything else.
Yes, identify. That is a ring of protection.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
It's good stuff.
So if
Um,
nobody else wants it, this item that's good for literally anybody, I'll take it.
I will
True.
not complain because I got me some new armor. It's not as fancy, but
It is magical
Yeah.
if you want to identify it.
Yeah, if you want me to
Yeah.
look at it, if there's anything particularly different about it.
I mean, I would love to find out more information about this said piece of equipment.
Call now if you would like to find out more.
Yeah, that is +1 stud leather.
Cool. So same effect technically.
Ring of protection also adds to saving throws.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got armor. You can have a ring. I'm cool with that. Everyone but Valor got 1 item that I know of.
I can't use anything half the time.
I mean,
My
there is that-
proficiencies are in
You know what?
daggers.
Actually, yeah, you should take the ring because at least I have a way to boost my armor class and stuff.
I mean, we
There's
can see what
also-
else we've got.
True,
Fair enough.
true.
What were you going to say? There's also something else.
Well, he said Valor got nothing, and I was going to say there's the scroll case that I think was handed directly to you.
Oh yeah, what's in, I want to know what's in the scroll case.
Oh, you you can't pop it open while also casting Identify as a ritual. So one step
So
at
what
a
else?
time.
Pop it.
Let's see. So, if you want to take a break after identifying 2 options and pop open the scroll case, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's just 4 spell scrolls in here. Which, I'm pretty sure you can just look at them and know what they are.
Yeah.
You've got water breathing, misty
Just gonna
step,
look around at the desert.
misty step, gust of wind, and a spell you're not really all that familiar with called assured outcome, which might take a little more looking into.
Yeah, I ain't heard of that one.
But yeah, there's some spell scrolls for you, wizard.
Delicious spell scrolls.
Like this
Nope.
cookie.
I think I might put my +1 armor on.
It's a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Slipping on the armor. There was also a rapier to identify potentially. There's a little weird gem thingy to identify potentially. There's a hand crossbow to identify, and a bag, and some gloves. So lots of stuff left. If you want, we can just say that you're identifying all of them.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
going to be cool.
So the gloves are gloves of climbing and swimming. So, they just give you a little boost in that capacity.
It's
It's
pretty
a +1 hand crossbow. The rapier technically isn't magical, which makes you, as you previously identified, it's the gem at the bottom.
Mhm.
So that and the other gem thing you found are what's known as augment gems. So basically you can attach them to items to make the item act as if it's a magical item. If you attach it to armor, it grants resistance and a +1 AC. If you attach it to a weapon, it grants a +1 to attack and damage rolls, and a 1d4 to damage based on the type of gem being attached.
Gotcha.
In the case of the rapier, that opal is kind of the generic status. All it does is +1. It doesn't do anything else. But the other one, I can open it again, is something, is a type of gem that you probably wouldn't really be familiar with. So this is just more because you know what it does. An obsidian needle. It's very sharp and pointy as you're looking at it. And it grants either thunder damage or resistance to thunder damage.
Interesting.
Okay, so you would pick one or the other.
It's based on what you attach it to. If you attach it to armor, it's resistance. If you attach it to a weapon, it's damage.
Okay. I confused myself with my own writing.
Fair enough. What else? I think the only thing left is the bag, which wasn't technically being identified. It was being used.
Okay.
Mothership, roll me a d8.
Oh, come on! What is it with me today?
Well, it doesn't mean it's bad.
Yes. So as you reach in the bag and you pull it out, you pull out a little ball of fluff that suddenly transforms into a weasel in your hand.
We can
Now,
eat it.
Egg.
there's just a weasel in your hand.
The dribble!
Well, yeah, and it seems friendly and, yeah, it's just hanging out. There's a weasel in your hands. It seems to be happy to be here.
Aw.
Okay.
That is a gray bag of tricks.
I love these bags so much.
Okay. I am actually... Oh, boy. Here. I hand it to Valor. Here.
The bag and the weasel, or just the weasel?
Just the weasel.
Oh, it's a rodent. Why would you give this to me?
As the resident fur-covered being, it's a mustelid.
Oh,
Well,
you know, it looks like your new best friend. She's going to hand it to the hairy man. Congrats, you're a father.
the smaller the animal, the more likely it is to die around me. Here.
That's depressing.
Remind me to not let you get near any gnomes.
Ooh.
Oh.
But oops, that's not what I meant to click. I'll just send you guys this quick link to. Oh. But for the time being, you've got a weasel sort of running around and sniffing about and doing weasel things.
Sure.
But it seems relatively friendly, but it's not listening to anyone except Ton, and Ton doesn't seem to be giving orders right now.
Great.
Unless Ton goes, go away, and that's kind of an order if you think about it.
Get some help. Call a therapist.
As a point of clarification on the enhancement, augment gems, they can only be used on non-magical items, so you can't like put them on a +1 sword to make it +2.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So there you go. You guys are carrying around a bundle of goodies now. And you're fed. Fair enough. Unless there was something else you guys want to do, you guys can continue on for the rest of the day.
I'm gonna use my arcane
Let's
recovery and get
roll.
a spell slot back.
That's our full day, you said? Is that what I just heard?
No, I said you guys can head on for the rest of, like, continue traveling.
Okay, that's why I got a little confused for a sec. I was like, I thought we just took a little hiatus.
Have people acquired the items they would like?
Yes, please take and equip things.
Mango, did you want to you as a caster? You should probably take the ring.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I've got lots of HP with my high con and lots of AC with my
Yeah.
shifting and stuff. So
There is an obsidian needle that can give you thunder damage, or if it's in your armor, thunder resistance.
well, I don't use weapons or armor.
Oh my god, you're right.
So
Double check the augment gem real quick.
I also don't use weapons or armor. I can't. I'm not proficient in any of them.
Yeah, just weapons and armor. You can't, like, put it on a necklace or something and get the benefit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wait, there it is. Can be attached to armor or jewelry
Ooh.
to grant +1 AC and resistance to associated damage type. So you could put it on a necklace
You got a
Sure.
necklace?
or a ring. Might be a fat ring, but you could. Since it has to be non-magical. But
Yeah.
hey, there you go. Now you know. But it seems, for those of you who were in the bowels of the ship and saw the crates, they were all augment gems that had the gems ripped out of them because people didn't know what was going on. So there's probably gems out there that can magically augment things that are just being traded as regular gems. Huh.
Oof.
That's something to think about.
Get my spidey senses going.
But if you guys want to carry on, it's probably about 90 minutes to 2 hours later where you guys find a road continuing south. Which
Well,
I'm
let's,
going to assume you take the road since it's headed the way you want to go.
yeah, let's
And-
go.
Based on what you guys know about the Song of Fools, they're almost definitely along a road or near a road, so it kind of
Let's
makes sense.
get up.
After another 45 minutes or so of traveling along this road, you guys see off in the distance a cart. Let me make sure this is correct. That appears to be heading northward. I don't think your hit points are right on this screen. That's not cool. I mean, they're probably what you want them to be. Come on, Roll20. Cooperate.
No, I don't think I will.
That's what it feels like. There we go. But they are heading in your direction, so you guys are kind of face to face at this point. But most curiously, the cart is being pulled by what looks like a warg. And there's a goblin and a human sitting in the like on the driver, what do you call it? Where the person who has the reins is.
That's the driver's seat now.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. They sort of obviously notice that you're there, but there's like a nod, but they're not attempting to speak to you. They're just continuing on the path. Do you guys stop? Do you keep going? What do you guys do?
I mean, I would probably wave them down just to be like, hey, stop for a second.
Oh yeah, try and get him to pull over, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yes, so you guys can absolutely do that. You guys sort of meet towards the center of the road, I'd say.
Yeah, wave her arm around and say, "Excuse me, excuse me."
Yes. So they sort of slow down, but they don't come to a full stop. But they slow down to like like a leisurely pace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What can I help you with?
You wouldn't happen to know where we might find what are they? The Song of Fools?
Oh yeah, about half a day back. They're holed up in what you call it? Looks at the goblin next to him. Yeah, it's like a old rundown cathedral, I think. Shouldn't be too hard to spot. It's just off the road.
Okay, that's not too bad. Half a day.
Yeah, give or take.
Half a day by cart or walking?
Probably by carts, maybe a little more than that.
Uh,
Pretty close.
Oh, at least we know we're going the right way.
mhm.
Yeah, everybody, give me a perception check.
This is gonna be the one. You watch this
I'm
20.
so surprised. Oh.
That's the best yet out of anything I've rolled today.
Oh.
Yeah, that 23 and that 18 are sufficient, although there's one more roll to be made.
Do it.
The two of you can give me an insight check. There's something shifty about this warg.
Which two?
That will be Valor and Draeneo.
Okay.
Just missed it, sorry.
Insight. That's the button. I'm very insightful.
Yeah, you notice that the warg is like very shifty and behaving in a peculiar manner. Valor, on the other hand, notices that the warg almost seems to be like, like that thing where you're like trying to get people to move on. The warg like keeps looking at the two drivers, so to speak, and then looking forward. Give me a nature check, Valor.
God,
Yeah, that's
I just-
a weird way for a giant dog to act.
is
Mostly,
this would this be a
it's-
bad time to use portent? I
mean,
just so
up to you.
curious.
That is totally up to you.
I'm gonna do it. I want to know. I gotta know.
All right, so that's replacing it with a 20, right?
Yeah, that was a nat 20.
So, it dawns on you, wargs are significantly more intelligent than people give them credit for. There's an argument to be made that it might not be the goblins that are, the masters of the wargs, and in some capacity it might be the other way around. They're incredibly intelligent animals and can speak.
Do I know
This
what
one-
language?
What language? That's a good question. I don't remember. Hold on. Let's see. What language? I don't think it's one you have. Goblin. Yeah.
Dang.
So yeah, they can speak. But in this, with that context, it seems like the wargs saying, "Hey, this wasn't part of the plan. Keep going," as if trying to get these people who have come to a crawl to, keep going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, like I said, it was still sort of slowly moving forward. Would you like to say or do anything, or would you like to keep going?
God, she is nosy. Hold on, let me read something real quick. Yeah, I think she might say something like something. Is your work okay? Seems nervous.
Probably just needs the bathroom. The other thing to note with your 20, you're
Uh-huh.
aware that's not common knowledge.
Oh,
And they are clearly trying to play it off as if you don't know.
he's gonna say, well, he could just tell you. You could ask. What's the
There's
matter?
definitely a confused exchange, and then the warg just starts booking it, pulling the wagon with it. Like, oh god, they caught me. I'm leaving. And you hear the whoa, whoa, like they're surprised at the motion, right?
Uh-huh.
But I imagine you guys are sort of looking back at the cart as it's being pulled rapidly forward, and you see a pair of startled individuals in the background sort of like stumble over what looks like a large rusted cannon. They look over at you guys and start to try and get into position as the warg is charging forward. And you guys are going to have advantage on the dexterity save as they fire the cannon.
Oh no.
That is.
That's what I get for
That's
poking
enough
my
for all of
nose
you, yeah.
in other people's business.
I mean, to be fair, they might have done that anyways.
Look at that.
That's impressive.
Nice.
That's
You said that
statistically pretty wild.
advantage.
Yes.
Bloop.
Okay, so each point succeeded by. Let's see. So this damage is for the 22 and the 26. You guys take as as shrapnel explodes out of the cannon into this like massive line. And the next one. Actually, everybody except everybody except Draeneel only takes 2 damage, as you're just sort of like nicked by the shrapnel.
Ow.
Draeneel, on the other hand, is going to take. You get
Today he dies.
the brunt of this shrapnel blast. Let's see. It's minus. Ouch. You take. Oh, that could have been worse. 14 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Everybody roll initiative.
14.
Oh,
Seriously?
Oh yeah, they were aiming to ambush and rob you.
Oh.
don't forget to click your token.
Okay, for the sake of convenience, I am removing that. The top of the card is over there.
Yeah, it popped off when they fired the cannon. Yep. Something like that.
Something like that. Hopefully that's popping up here. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Alright, you guys are all in. It's just me now. These are...
Someday, Valor will master the art of minding her own business.
It's overrated.
Today is not that day.
Fair enough.
We would have no adventure without you.
Mm-hmm. She just assumes the best in people, and it's like, that's not working out. People suck.
The marvelous misadventures of Valor.
The sickly Victorian child.
What shenanigans will her and her friends get up to this week?
Sounds like an old cartoon.
Uh-huh.
I feel that. All right, Athos. Unlike the last fight, you are first to act. What would you like to do?
Well, I will bonus action and spend 1 point to trigger my elemental attunement. All right. And I will. Actually, I'll go to here. No, I'll go to here. And I'm going to punch this sucker. Whichever one's holding the reins.
Sure. That will be that one.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to punch the warg.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, is our weasel an attack weasel?
I'm going to use my.
In
I'm
all
gonna use my,
technicality, the weasel can only attack if the person who pulled it out directs it to do so. And I don't feel like Draenel's on the boat for that right now.
I am going to use my inspiration.
I don't remember having the bag for the.
Oh, I'm
That
sorry. I
mother-
meant Ton. Wrong person.
It's okay. I was like, wait, did I miss something or am I misremembering something?
No, you're fine. That's a hit.
That's a hit. Okay. And so it's going to do 9 bludgeoning, or actually, we can do fire damage. And I am going to use my other strike of the giants. And this is going to be. Actually, first off, because there's 2 things that are happening. One, while I'm elementally attuned, I can force a saving throw, strength saving throw,
Sure.
and on a failure, it moves the target up to 10 feet toward or away from me. We're going away, getting him away from the wagon. That is a failure. My thing is a 16, so 10 feet away, and using Strike of the Giants for Hill Strike. He'll take an additional d6 damage.
Sure.
And another strength saving throw or become prone.
Sure. Does anybody speak Goblin, by the way?
Oh, not this guy.
No, Valor doesn't.
No.
Ton?
I don't know.
Should be on the sort of like left center of your sheet.
Yeah, I don't see any languages at all.
Oh, that's interesting. So Ton can't speak apparently. No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
I don't have any.
We'll figure out the rest later.
Yeah, other proficiencies in languages. It's blank.
We'll figure it out later. We'll assume no for the time being. Okay, so it is prone.
Yep. And that's my movement and bonus action and action. So that is me.
Yeah. So it sort of like snaps against the like what do you call it that like that it's attached to, right? So it doesn't go quite as far as it probably would have, but it shifts like the whole cart slightly over to the side. And then in a language you don't understand, it speaks. And that is now this goblin's turn. Who draws a scimitar and cuts it loose, so it's no longer attached to the part, and the goblin jumps down. And that is his action and his movement. So he's got a scimitar, not the bow, but there you go. Hold on. This looks like a fight, and it looks like Draenel took quite the hit. Just for context of what occurred. What do you want to do?
Right.
There's a bunch of guys in the back of a wagon, and there's a cannon pointing at you guys. And it had been moving, but as of Atos' turn, it is no longer moving.
Okay. I am going to take a running leap and yell, "Get them all!" And I'll start with this one.
To the left? Okay.
This guy. So I gotta. Where am I? Boom.
Yeah. You've got plenty of movement, so that's not a problem.
Yes. Well, I kind of want to jump up in the wagon.
There's really not enough room right now. but you can smack him if you'd like.
Did it roll?
Apparently not.
What the heck? It's not. What did I do? How about now?
No advantage. We'll take the first number. That's fine. That's a hit.
Okay.
Roll
Oh, yeah.
damage.
Had it on advantage from earlier. I'll fix it.
8 damage is pretty good. Yeah, he takes 8 damage. That looks like it hurt.
Good.
All
It's not
right.
nice to shoot at people.
Is that it for you?
Yeah. Did my get him what is the word I want?
I don't know.
Encourage somebody, Fluffy?
Oh, the weasel.
Oh, are you like looking at the weasel like, come on?
Yep.
You can use your bonus action to tell the weasel to attack. Is that
Okay.
what you would like to do?
Yes. Just
I
to see
love
if
it.
it works.
All right. Is there actually a weasel on Roll20? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Here's a weasel. All right, why don't we just give the weasel a turn immediately after you?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Would he hit the same one I did?
I think that's what you were indicating, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, weasel, hello. So I think I can give you control of weasel. So it should, give me just a second, and it should appear on your screen. About now.
Okay.
Man, weasel's kind of quick. Sort of, I imagine it zips up, like skitters upward onto the cart, and you can do a bite attack with the weasel.
Okay.
On the weasel's sheet, you should just be able to click bite.
Ah, found it.
It enthusiastically misses,
Cool.
but it tried.
Yeah.
There he is. There's the little guy.
That's all I ask.
All right.
And if it really only has one hit point, it will die.
This guy is gonna roll out the front as the like wagon's wheels sort of turn, stopping it in its tracks, so it's not gonna smack into him. He jumps out and he's gonna attack Athos. Which is gonna be a miss. All right. Next up is Draeneel.
Alrighty, well, decisions. Pretty easy. I just really just don't feel good after that last one. Second. Okay, that one's a bonus action. All right, cool. So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and swing at this fine gentleman right here with one of my swords.
I will give that to you, but you are technically, there's like, it's a covered wagon. It's just moved so we can see them for the
Oh yeah,
sake of
yeah,
combat.
good point. Fair
But
point.
it's like a tarp, right? So you can slash through it or stab through it in this case. So just as a heads up, there's a tarp there. You're stabbing through it. 12
All right.
is a, let's find out. Is a hit.
Hey, that's a surprise. Pleasant surprise. 7.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to do second wind, which is what did that say? 1d10 plus fighter level, so 14 health back.
I believe so.
Okay.
Well, you got to roll the d10 in this case.
It's a roll. Okay. All right, 9 health back. Puts me at a solid 30. And that will be my turn.
Okie dokie. Next up is the crossbow wielding bandit at the front, who is going to shoot Athos. And by shoot, I mean miss.
That's right.
It looks like I may have forgotten to roll the warg. Yeah, I gotta roll the warg. I was pretty sure I missed something. We'll just have it go now real quick. Because it got a 20. We'll just have it go now real quick. So it's gonna get up. Continue shouting things in a language you guys don't understand. And it's going to make a bite attack against Athos at a +2. 11.
That is a miss.
Fair enough. All right. Now it's Valor's turn.
Setting the ship on fire worked really well. Who's currently on the wagon?
The weasel and some bandits. A bunch of bandits. And a cannon. And give me what's your 11? You don't notice anything else.
Well, I'm right in front of it.
Yeah, and Draniel's on the side of it.
Yeah, so.
I mean, you could light it on fire. It's got a tarp and everything. Like kindling.
I'm gonna move this way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shoot the tarp.
Okay.
The firebolt.
Yeah. 10 or higher you hit. It is an object after all.
As
Yeah.
19.
Hmm.
I have not rolled higher than a 4 for damage for this thing.
Tarp is now aflame.
Yay!
And it's going to burn faster than a wooden ship.
I want to scare all of the little goblins out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And maybe not set the gunpowder on fire or something.
Yes.
Oh. I'm backing
Maybe
away.
a little late for that.
You suddenly realize, okay, the fire is about yay big right now. That's fine. All right. After Valor is this guy who goes from about to stab Ton to leaping out the side this way. And seeing the full side starting to go up in flame, just keeps running. Ton and Weasel. Let's do Weasel first, because Weasel's physically in the cart. Attack of opportunity, please.
Redemption round.
Let's go, Weasel. I was actually surprised the Weasel has a decent attack bonus, considering it's a Weasel. That is unfortunately a miss.
Poor baby.
Soon to be. Ton? That'll hit. That'll drop him. Well, he didn't get to do much. Yeah, this guy is going to push past the archer guy, speaking in Goblin. saying words you guys do not understand. And he's now over here.
I don't like his tone.
And then as a bonus action, he's going to dash, because they can do that. And I hear you don't love great axes. Well, this is a goblin with an axe bigger than he is, which is pretty great. 18.
I'm gonna shield it.
Fair enough. All right, so that's gonna boom off the shield. You're
Eat my
okay.
magic, you little monster man.
Monster man.
Oh no, that makes it 20 now. Not good.
Nice. It looks like I forgot to roll for one of the goblins too, so he's gonna have a 1. All right. This guy is going to, and I think only I guess Valor can sort of half see this. Rather than going out the back, he turns to where Draeneel stabbed him through the tarp and leaps out. And he's going to try and grapple tackle Tawn. Or sorry, Draeneel. It's wrong person. Draeneel through the tarp, tearing through the hole. That is opposed. His
She's-
acrobatics.
Just staring fascinated.
His athletics versus your choice of acrobatics or athletics. Is that right?
Well,
yeah, that's right.
They're the same to me, but we're gonna do athletics. It's athletic versus athletic time. And I'm not feeling. I forgot to stretch.
So
Got caught a little off
you're
guard.
both prone, and you are grappled on the ground.
Thanks for giving me a hug, rando guy.
Aw.
I needed that after stabbing you.
Yeah, and then he's going to use his bonus action. And headbutt you. Give me a Constitution save.
Constitution.
Oh, that's good. He smacks his forehead into your nose, but you're fine. You shrug it off like it's nothing.
You call that a headbutt? Now this is a.
Amazing. So our last great axe wielding Gabo is leaping out the back. Oops. I am trying to click things. There we go. Leaps out the back and moves here and is going to make a swing at Tawn. Uh, 21.
Ouch.
7 slashing. So that is his attack and 15 feet of his movement. He's going to use his bonus action to disengage and move 15 more feet without taking an attack of opportunity. And that is back to the top of the round. Athos.
All right. Well,
You're surrounded and you smell smoke. Well, almost surrounded.
Smoke is fine. My fists are literally on fire right now, so I'm going to punch the warg.
Heck yeah. Well, that's a good question. That's a miss.
All right. Bonus action and spend a focus to get 2 punches instead of 1. I'm going to punch the warg with the first one.
That'll hit.
For 5 fire damage, and he can make a strength save or get. Oh no, he can stay there. I'm not going to bother.
That's probably where the smoke's coming from. You're burning his fur.
Then I will punch the guy that's up on here.
Heck yeah.
Because I have 15 foot.
Or, well, fire punch, actually.
Yeah. Okay, 10.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
I'm doing a lot of that today. So that is my turn.
Fair enough. All right. Over to the warg. He's going to bite at you with a +2. So 26. That's it. Athos.
Yep, that's it.
14 piercing, and you have to make a DC 13 strength save or fall prone. You were going to do your thing.
Sure. Yeah. So that is 4. That does not block it. I'm off by 2. Doesn't matter. It's not 14, so.
But I
DC
believe you take
13.
2 and then make the save, right? That's how it works?
Yeah. And the save is a
It
strength
is
save.
not an all or nothing
Oh.
thing. Yeah, strength save. Oh,
That
failure.
is
You
a
are
failure.
dragged prone by Big Dog. Quite literally. Is this going to work? There you go. Now he's kind of facing you. Grr. All right, Ton. That goblin just hit you with an axe bigger than him and then ran away.
Is he still running?
Not really. He sort of like stopped and turned,
Where
but
is
he's
he?
like looks like he's ready to make another step, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but where is he?
Is this out? So he's the one to the south of you, right here.
Hmm. Okay, there's nobody left on the cart.
There's a guy at the very front of the cart that you'd have to crawl through the flaming cart to get to or run around.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go chase this guy down. And I'll just go, come on, Fluffy. Right here.
Fair enough.
Okay. Okay.
That's a miss,
Oops.
unfortunately.
Certainly is.
Is that it for you then?
Yeah.
All right, then the weasel. Also a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, that was a good round. Okay.
Next up is this goblin swinging a scimitar at Athos. Zoop. I think that's miss. So next up is Drainu.
Well, I'm currently in hand-to-hand combat with my new mortal enemy.
Yeah, you are grappled. Doesn't mean you can't stab him, it just means you're grappled and you can't physically move.
Wrestling match. Yay.
With swords!
With swords.
Do I try to stab him or do I try to free myself is the question.
That is up to you. It does take an action to free yourself, so you could just stab him. Which also takes an action.
Is it just at disadvantage?
No. All's him grabbing you does, or grappling you does, is prevent you from moving. It doesn't mess with your attacks.
I'm gonna shank this guy in the kidney so hard right now.
I mean,
he
if
don't
you
even
had
know.
a bow, it would mess with your attacks, but, you know. Yeah, go ahead. Hit him. Do it.
Stab. Oh, I told you, right in the kidney.
Hit him real good. All right, roll your damage.
Do both hit or just one?
Both hit.
So there's the 14, and here's the 25.
Okay.
All right,
12
so
damage.
yeah.
Damage.
Well, that's my turn.
Just bleeding all over you at this point. Still holding you down. Next up is the Great Axe Goblin, who's going to attack Athos with an 18. Does that hit? Or that's actually a 20 because this is the one that's flanking. Dave?
Oh, I'm also prone.
Oh, that's true. So at advantage. Still 18. Is that a hit?
18 is a miss.
Oh, wow.
But oh wait, no, I'm not shifted. 18 is a hit.
Okay. 9 slashing. All right. Next up is this bandit, who's gonna hop out of the cart and move over here. Didn't mean to do that. And turn to take a... well, actually, he was going to shoot at Athos, but Athos is prone, so that's not going to work so well. So instead, he's going to shoot at Valor, who still has shield up.
Yeah.
So that is going to
Turn.
be a 16 is a miss.
Does not hit.
So I have to hop up for a second, but next is Valor, and then a bunch of them, and then Athos. So prep yourselves. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Prep.
Gonna show these guys a magic trick. My first one was explosion. My second one is gonna be run.
And the third one is an unfortunate timing of your demise.
Uh-huh.
I could have said that way better, but point got across.
Hey, I understood.
Sometimes I speak English so bad that it's so well that it's
Mhm.
bad but well, but who knows?
Listen, why use words when few do trick just fine?
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. How many words are body language worth?
7.
Starts posing, even though he's grappled by somebody.
They can't stop the flex.
I come from a long line of Flexingtons.
And a back.
Welcome back.
Hello. I am going to cast mirror image, and then just kind of look like I'm swiping the air in front of me, and then all my little mirror images pop out. Fun little magic trick for the goblin.
Heck yeah.
That was mine. And I don't like being this close to the cart. I'm willing to sacrifice one of my mini me's. I'm just gonna move 30 feet away.
Alrighty. Attack of opportunity from Great Axe Man.
Yeah.
Oop, I missed. There we go. Oh, he missed too.
It's a miss. I make 4 valors in total, and they all run away. Goodbye.
Gonna skedaddle. Alrighty, next up is the guy you're running from. So he's going to chase you.
Come get me, you freak.
I gotta move the turn tracker. It's on top of Valor. 19.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, I totally forgot. Fire is now completely encompassing the wagon.
My bad.
This is fine. Alright, so that's 6 slashing damage to Valor.
Yeah, I'll take my lumps.
Next up is this this guy who's got Draenial like pinned to the ground. He lets go of Draenial. What's up?
I didn't do the roll to see if he actually hit me or not.
Oh yeah, do the thingy.
I think with all of them, it's
8 or above, I think. Something like that. Well, that's a above, so it hits one of them.
I get my hit points back.
Yay! Anyway, so this guy's got Draenial pinned down, a blazing fire behind him. He lets go of Draenial. Uses half of his movement to stand up. Pulls out this gnarly looking spiked great club and swings down at Draenial at advantage because you're prone. 19. Pretty sure it's a hit.
Yeah. I would love to argue it's not, but it is.
7 bludgeoning and 5 piercing.
All right.
And then he is going to use his bonus action forcing you to make a Constitution save. Kind of like when he headbutted you. All right, success. Nothing happens. All right, this great axe wielding goblin over here is going to swing at Ton. I think 23 is a hit. 9 slashing to Ton. Atos, it is your turn. However, it's top of the turn order, which means a cart is exploding.
Oh no.
Let me get my radius right here.
Well, it's nice knowing you guys. If you can pick up my parts and bits after this.
Oh, we can put them back together.
Circle, ba, ba, ba.
Ray
That's
Neal
just
the
them.
zombie.
Everybody else is fine. Thankfully, it's a relatively small area. So, 2 goblins, Draeniel, Atos, and the guy beaten on Draeniel all need to make dex saves. I will let you guys do it first. Okay, you guys have
Nice.
19s. I believe those are successes, but I'll check in a second. So you guys are going to be taking half damage in just a moment. I'll just take the first number. All right, so everybody except that guy succeeded. So everybody except that guy is going to take half damage. All right, here's the damage.
And
Oh.
I'm dead. Or
Oh, yeah,
unconscious,
'cause-
anyways.
Yeah, half damage. Yeah, Jay Neal,
so
you're
that's-
taking half.
That's 15 or 16.
15.
Okay, well, I almost died. I'm at 3 health.
You're
And
doing
I'm on the
great.
ground.
But you're doing a lot better than the guy on top of you who just took 31. Oh
I mean,
my god.
technically, don't I get a damage reduction because his body took most of the blast?
Full mate. Oh, he's looking real rough. It's like the entire back half of his body is just scorched. That hurt, and there's now a cart on blazing fire in the middle of a road here, so that's neat. Atos, I guess death save.
Yep. I just now realized that
Mhm.
the Four Elements monk has no defense against the elements at all.
Oh, interesting. I wield the elements. I cannot defend against them.
Yeah. All right.
All right, that's one failure.
That does seem in line with my rolls today.
Well, actually, if you think about it, it makes sense because the bonuses that they would get, because they're all the elements, would be taken away by the negatives of the other elements, so it ends up equal.
Sure.
I mean, like you're a
Yeah.
fire elemental plus fire damage weak to water, but you're also a water elemental so plus fire damage weak to it's balanced
cancels
like
out.
all things should be.
It all cancels out. It's fine. Well, you're laying there, and you look to be down, so this guy's gonna head straight over here, which is gonna be an attack of opportunity by the prone Draeniel. It would be a disadvantage, but you can take it if you want it, as a giant dog runs by you.
This guy just nearly killed me. I don't care. If I die and I just at least cut this thing a little bit, cool. He'll remember me.
All right, a 15's a hit.
And damage 4.
Damage
It's
dealt.
like we're playing golf.
Oops. It gets here. It's going to make its attack against On. Org. Bite. 14 to hit Ton. That
Miss.
might miss. Nice. Ton, it's your turn. There's a big dog looming over you. I mean, technically, because the weasel is small, but it does take up a space, so here. Who you hitting?
Oh, the
Big
dog.
Okay, so you turn away from the goblin and smack the dog. That's a hit.
Good.
Roll your damage. Down goes Big Dog. You gonna tell the weasel to attack that guy?
Yeah.
Roll it.
Roll out the weasel.
He's gonna hit eventually, right?
That's what they all say.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Ay, 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 on a stick.
Draeneel.
My turn?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not grappled, so I can stand up, correct?
Yeah. You're sort of
Half
at
my
this guy's
movement.
feet instead of under him, right?
Okay,
Yeah, half your
well,
movement.
stand up. I'm going to slap this motherfucker, and then run half my movement away. Hopefully he
Sure.
dies in that time.
Yeah, half your movement unless you have something that reduces it, because I know somebody...
I don't think I'm that fancy. I'm pretty simple.
Hit. Miss and hit. I was going to say, I know somebody took a feat to reduce that. Was it Tom? Somebody did.
No, I think it was me. It's the athlete's feat, if I'm remembering right. Unless I didn't take that feat.
It sounds like
not take that
something a
feat.
monk would have.
Yeah. I think Tom did take it. You may have also considered it, though.
Oh my
that's
gosh! Just as an FYI, I didn't take the athlete feat. I took Ember of the Fire Giant. I do have resistance to fire.
Oh,
Does it mean you're alive?
Yeah.
You suddenly
Keep
remember
on
you're
your-
not dead. Your eyes snap open with 7 hit points.
I was playing a joke. You all fell for it. Very
That makes
convincing.
me think of what's the dwarf from Lord of the Rings who's always like, "Oh, I'm dead," and nothing's happened.
Amazing. Well, I mean, that's what happens. Draeneel, you killed him? You have free
I
movement
did?
now. Yeah.
I did. There might be another explosion after this, and I don't want to find out, so I'm going to 5, 10, 15 my way there.
It is a raging fire. It is burning hot and bright as heck.
Well, that's my turn.
Hey, fair enough. All right. This guy is... This, we don't need the top of the wagon anymore. He's going to move this way and take another shot at Valor. You did just blow up his freaking heart. He's not happy about that. Oh
Well-
my god. He's not happy, but he's not good at shooting.
Well, that's not my problem right now, so he's gonna have to sit with his feelings.
Valor, it's your turn. There is a goblin looming up at you with a great axe.
I want him to go away. She's getting flustered. So she's gonna cast Thunderwave at first level on him.
Bring the thunder. Okay, con save, I believe.
Oh. Wait,
Go away.
something explode, and she didn't mean to. And she saw Achos fall on the ground, and he didn't get up for a little bit, and then he did, and it's a lot for her right now. She's having a hard day.
I think I just accidentally closed a goblin.
Oh, goodbye.
But there's 2 goblins left.
Do not pass go. Do not take your next turn.
Do not
I
be
meant to
goblin.
close the war again. I closed the goblins.
The warg magically resurrects from the dead, and I am taking a goblin in its place.
Terrifying. Con save. Failure.
13.
5,
And I
10
think-
feet and
Yeah. Ah.
you want to move it all? Now that you're free to.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Hey, fair enough.
I'm good. I'm good here.
Ton, this goblin is swinging at you again. 16.
I forgot my number. Sorry. Oh, darn, 15. Yeah, he got me.
Alright, that is 8 slashing damage. Atos.
All right,
Uh,
so
You're technically prone, but as compensation for accidentally skipping your turn, why don't you just get up for free?
all right, I'll take it. One, two. Oh, you silly sucker. So I'm gonna actually just make use of the ability that I forgot that I had.
Hey, fair enough.
And so each creature of my choice within a 15-foot radius sphere centered on me must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And so that is a DC 8 plus 2 plus 4, so 16.
Oh, he succeeds, unfortunately.
All right. That is the story of my day. So you take half damage. Um, so that's half of 7 is 4, 3,
Three.
3. Then I will bonus action, use a focus, and punch this jerk.
I mean, from his perspective, you just walked out of an explosion, proceeded to burn on him, and then punch him.
Oh yeah,
Terrifying. Roll your damage. You
10
killed him.
fire damage.
Horrifying final moments. There you go. I believe that's it for you, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You might have a tiny bit of movement left, but not much if you do.
No, that was the full thing. I didn't have to get
Okay.
that close now that I realize it, but that's okay.
Ton, it's your go. The cart burns behind you. It appears there's one singular goblin remaining.
Not for long. I have confidence. My little buddy's gonna get his last hit point.
That's a hit. Roll your damage. Ooh. Oh, he's hurting. And I believe that's it for you, unless there was something you wanted to do other than that. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Oh, poor baby. He needs training.
All right. Draeneel, you remain, and so does a singular goblin.
Well, I don't feel good, but I will feel a lot better if there's not something that can make me die. So I'm gonna Leroy towards it simultaneously in fear of dying and in, hopes of not dying.
Mm-hmm.
If I then 30 to make sure we get a flank.
Do it.
And then
Unfortunately, a flank would be straight across.
well, I am 5 feet short of that, but I got a crit, so I'm gonna count it.
You popped him like a balloon. He's just gone. There's nothing but goop left. And that was the final enemy. So, that hurt. There's a flaming cart. You hear the occasional crackle, and you see this rusted out cannon starting to turn red hot in the midst of it.
I'm just gonna take a few steps away from where the barrel nearly decapitated me and go behind this log here.
Yeah, this log. That's interesting. It looks as if it was struck by cannon shrapnel, weeks ago. Like this is their
That's
regular
funny.
spot.
Well, now it can be their regular grave.
Hey, fair enough.
Is it time for lunch? We have a fire to cook by.
I'm gonna take a nap of near-death experience after
Yeah,
this
me
one.
too.
You guys are at maximum an hour and 15 minutes from rest.
Okay, well, I'll use I will heal my greater healing surge with my 1 hit dice I got back from the short rest to heal me up 10 points.
That's a solid idea, just in case something else comes out of the woodwork in the next hour.
Yeah. And so it's the hit dice plus con modifier, correct?
Yeah, but maximum because you're using your action to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that puts me at 15.
Do you want to do that as well, Ton? And Athos, because you got one back after your short rest. 1 dice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will do that for another. Well, I'll have to roll because I've used my big one already. But I will happily roll.
Oh, am I misremembering that it comes back on a short rest?
No, we get 1/4 of your hit dice back on a short rest.
No. So each one has 1 use that comes back on a short rest. So, Dave, you could use the greater one again.
Oh, then yeah, I will definitely do that. And I'll get.
Yeah, but it is
22
only
back.
1 hit dice unless you had 1 remaining because you only used it once, right?
So
Something like that.
basically, about one of my hits negated there.
So are we saying you guys want to rapidly free from this location?
I mean, we could wait for the cart to stop burning and see if there's anything good. But if the cannon's red
It'll
hot, I
all
don't
be
think anything
melted.
else is gonna be. Yeah, I mean, a hunks of iron could be nice or whatever, but I don't feel like carrying that. I don't even feel like being here right now anymore. I wanna go back to the place and get some free food.
Yeah.
Call that home. Let's go home.
So from here, it sounds as if you guys are going to continue down the road for an hour or so and then take a rest for the evening.
Yeah.
Based on assuming they were telling the truth, when you get up in the morning, you travel about 4 hours and you'll be where you're going.
Right on.
Assuming they're telling the truth, which
Yeah.
maybe they were, maybe they weren't. They didn't seem seemed to be expecting to be pulled aside for directions.
They're like, yeah, we can tell them because they're going to be dead. Doesn't matter.
I mean, pretty much. So, just for the sake of getting this clarified, is that the word I want to use? Let's go ahead and say you guys take your rest for the evening, and we're actually going to end as you guys get up in the morning. And the reason why I want to do that is because as dawn arrives, whomever the final watch is, you see the weasel vanish.
Okay.
Bye.
But you still have a gray bag to possibly summon another one if that's the roll you get.
Bust out an elephant. I can't remember what's in there, but I think one of them has an elephant.
Yeah, I don't think it's the gray one, but one of them I think does. Yeah, that was a blast. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all. Thank the 4 of you for playing. We will be back with this in hopefully 2 weeks. That's what this is supposed to be, is every 2 weeks. But you know, life. So not so much lately. Chasing Embers will not be back for until I'm trying to remember dates here. Saturday the 14th is when that's coming back, I believe. But before that, on September 11th, we have Pirate Day. So be sure to come in and say hello on that day. We're starting at noon. Until then, I don't think I'll see you guys again. So have a fantastic evening, everyone. We're going to go ahead and go on a raid here. So once we get there, feel free to say hello and everything. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, I hope you'll have a fantastic evening. And as always, great gaming.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Adios.
All right.